Hello. Hey, it's Russ Payne with Role Playing Public Radio. This is RPPR, the Patreon, Red Markets. This scenario is called Spirit Attunement System. This is a one shot I'm running for patrons of the RPPR Patreon. If you like tabletop role playing games and podcasts, this is the podcast for you to check out. You can learn more about it here and learn how you can play in games like this. Where I will run Delta Green, Red Markets, all kinds of games, different games every month. Red Markets. Red Markets is a game of economic horror. A zombie apocalypse happened, but you still have to pay your bills. So you have to go out and do jobs for various clients in order to make ends meet and save up enough money for retirement. The ultimate power fantasy in the post-apocalyptic future. Maybe too close to home for some people, but we have three brave takers, as these freelance mercenaries are called in the parlance of the game. And we're going to be setting this in the Trabajo Enclave, which is in Colorado, near the Rocky Mountains. And let's just introduce our characters first. And we are going to be skipping negotiation, but you'll have some time to prep before you hit the road, because negotiations for a better price of the job makes sense in a campaign setting, but this is a one shot, so it's either you do the job and make some money, or your family goes hungry and or you die. So we'll see what happens. So first off, we have Squirrel. Please tell us about your character.
I'm playing Watcher, or Gerald, originally of Riverdale, Maryland. He was a performance jouster and Renaissance fair performer who was on tour when the collapse happened. Lost his family, found an adopted one, kind of became a Don Quixote figure, traversing the loss, wearing his armor and righting wrongs. He's got two. He's got Jules and Siri as his dependents.
Okay. Very good. And then we have Z Comics, who is playing Patchy.
Everybody, I'm playing Patchy. Patchy is a taker who believes he's a pirate. He used to work at one of those specialty restaurants where they had actors playing as like characters.
Mm-hmm.
But during the crash, he unfortunately couldn't handle the stress of it and fell deep into his character. And is now believes he's a pirate and is using that as a coping mechanism to get his way through the loss. Fortunately, he was one of those people who was very into doing recreational sword stuff, so he is pretty good with the sword. His weak spot is materialism. His soft spot is you before I. His tough spot is he's a scavenger, and his dependent is Greg, his ex coworker.
Oh, very good. And then finally we have Scribblikins, who is playing Hangry Hammond. Please tell us about Hangry.
Howard Hangry Hammond used to be a blogger, a survivalist, vid blogger, survivalist vid blogger before the crash, and discovered after the apocalypse happened that he'd prepped for the wrong fucking one. Yes, it's him.
Mm-hmm.
So he has some. He and his wife have survived. Obviously, they did have some skills that were applicable. Cross-referencing over, but societal collapse has deeply disappointed him, and the fact that he has to work for a living still and not just live off the land just disgusts him immensely.
I love that's the best. I think I have to commend you for saying the collapse has disappointed you. Like, out of all the reactions to have, of just being like, it's not what I wanted. No, this is.
He's gonna die mad, probably.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that South Park bit where God or someone comes down and says, "Oh, the correct religion was Mormonism," and then everyone gets angry.
Ooh, yeah. The correct apocalypse was zombies. Yeah.
And I also have some history with Gerald, the Watcher, since we faced down an impossible bear speaking
Oh,
human
yeah.
tongues, and
Still troubled and haunted by that.
Yeah.
yeah, and then we had to deal with some fucking bandits trying to steal our turkeys. That
Yep.
was
It was
just a
fun.
terrible thing. And I can say the red thread through all of this is the fur friends, because they were in the Grand Theft house where Patchy was from as well.
Mm.
But we were cooperating with the fur friends, the fursuiters, when we were trying to deliver our
People
turkeys
are.
to the rich
Mhm.
people of the recession who wanted turkeys.
Yeah, they wanted their turkeys, and they didn't care if the bear from Annihilation was between you and the turkeys. So I do love that idea of there's a meme of like, oh, here it is, boss, and let's all welcome our new co-worker. Me under my breath, don't be the bear from Annihilation, don't be the bear from Annihilation, don't be the bear from Annihilation. The boss, the bear from Annihilation. Me loudly, fuck. New coworker, bear from Annihilation sounds. Yeah, it does be like that sometimes. So meanwhile, the back in Trabajo, the Enclave built over a train yard and slaughterhouse. And it is spring, and people are moving about, and the Enclave has received, there's caravans and traders and travelers, and one of the new arrivals at the Enclave is a quantum entity investigator, self-described title there, Bob Fluxberg. And he's hired the three of you to escort him and his assistant Frank Glanton to go to a let's see here, the Lakeland House. Lakeland House is a it's all of you know it's a big mansion up in the hills. The base of the mountain. And you need to protect him for a few days while Bob conducts a investigation of the house using his spiritual attunement system. He claims that he can speak with ghosts. And apparently he has explained he gets paid because people in the recession watch him and subscribe to him to conduct these investigations, and then send them proof that it's possible to talk to ghosts in the loss, at least. And this is a very apparently profitable, well, at least enough where he can hire takers and go out on these kind of expeditions. So yeah, all of you, have heard that there's been a resurgence in the belief in the ghosts and communicating with the afterlife since the crash. You can all research this. It is 2 legs to get there. You just have to escort him there, clear out the house, secure it, at least not like permanently, but to make sure he can conduct the investigations while he's there, and then get him back safely, and his assistant. But Bob is the one paying you if you have to choose. Frank also works for him. You will. This will be a profitable job for you. Assuming you don't, have to spend too much on, medical bills when you get back. But you definitely need to get Bob back alive. Watcher, I'll give each of you a prep action. So you could research any of the topics I've mentioned. You could also research the legs. You could try to figure out ways you can make money on the side with this. Additional money.
I use persuasion to try to talk to folks at the bar, local watering hole, and figure out rumors about the location, about the house.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, you can you start talking to a lot of people. This will take time to track down enough rumors and gossip. But yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion.
That is 12 over 9. I forget. Is 2 odds?
That is a
Oh,
crit
dear.
failure.
Yep.
So 2 9s is a crit failure. So I will say, yeah, someone punches you in the face for 1 stun. Yeah. As you actually no, let me see how much stun it is. 2 stun.
2 stunned.
Yeah, you get punched in the face and they leave. It apparently is a sore topic for some people. There's it has a bad reputation. I'll tell you that much for free. People don't do that if it was a nice place or had a good reputation. But yeah, yeah, you kind of have to lay low for a bit and avoid people because you were very crass and upset a lot of people.
It's this
So
old gimmick. They're tired of it.
I can believe that right now.
yeah. You can also burn the midnight oil and take a self-control check to stay away from your friends and family, your dependents, and do something else. So I'll do everybody's actions first, and then you can come. I'll come back and see if you want to burn the midnight oil. So Patchy, what are you going to be doing as your prep action?
Well, Kachi isn't a very intelligent or charismatic guy.
Mhm.
But what he is he is a survivor, and he's a very he's got some criminal skills that's gone by.
Mhm.
I was hoping, could I use my criminality to try and maybe get together a map or some sort of like a resource of the land? Maybe architectural plans are probably impossible to get, but maybe someone's got some scouting information.
With criminality, so you're trying to use criminality to get information on what specifically?
Uh, what can you give me an example of what criminality would give me kind of a rough
Criminality is
idea?
usually like breaking and entering into places, stealing things, casing places for
Yeah, then
vulnerabilities.
I guess.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Hello?
Sorry, hit the mute
Yeah.
button on my
Okay.
microphone.
No worries.
But then I guess he's kind of getting at an idea of like, can he use his criminality to try and see if any other takers know about any weak points or defenses in this building, since apparently people know about it.
Okay, you could do that. There's another use for criminality I can think of, and that is how could you make money off this?
Ooh, yeah, good idea.
Okay.
How can I make this work for me?
Okay, so yeah, roll criminality.
That is a very pirate thought.
Mm-hmm.
I am materialistic.
Mm-hmm.
/2 2d10.
/R space 2d10.
Oh, /R space.
Yeah, /R, and that should pull up the little menu.
Gotcha. There we go. 7 out of 5,
Hmm.
so that becomes a 9 over 5.
Yeah, very good. You criminality also does well con artistry and like that kind of thing. So I mean this is a scam, right? Like this is a fucking ghost hunter. This is ghost hunting. Like you remember those shows from before the crash. And they were great at like separating, people who had trouble dealing with grief from their money. Let me talk to my dead loved one and that kind of thing. And they also liked little souvenirs and little like artifacts and anything that was connected to a ghost. I mean, there's a kind of overlap between ghost hunters and like true crime fans too. So you get the impression that Lakeland has a bad reputation. You're not quite sure what, but if you take souvenirs from the site and claim that they're haunted or cursed or have some sort of dark history, you could probably sell them back home. Someone will probably pay for them, and probably you probably won't get much because they have to transport it all the way back to the recession, but you'll get something. And especially if Bob Fluxberg makes turns this investigation into a big thing, right? Like,
Oh, definitely.
yeah. Oh, you got this is from the Lakeland house. Oh, I heard about that from Bob Fluxberg.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
filter that through Patchy's brain, and it's like I have to find an actual haunted item because he totally believes in the supernatural.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Also, if you believe in the supernatural, yeah, you could actually find some shit. So, I'll also say because you succeeded, you do know that Lakeland is a house. Were you around in this area before the apocalypse, or did you just show up here after the crash? Like, would you?
I'd say out of fairness, I'm pretty sure Patchy's the wandering weirdo.
Okay. Yeah, you've heard the name Lakeland in connection to drug traffickers that operate in the area. Yeah, kind of in the same breath of like, oh, there's the Lakelands had a lot of money. Who knows where that went? They had a lot of guns hidden. They had all pot farms. They had all this and that. So yeah. So you know that. And finally, hangry.
I think Hangry will think about the route there and investigate that with research.
Okay, yeah, good.
Unless I need Ubik or a laptop for research if I'm in the Enclave. In which
If
case,
you're in the Enclave, I'll let you get by with it without
Alright.
a Ubik device.
then I'll roll.
Mhm.
And that's a 9 over 4.
Okay, with a regular success, you know that you're going to be passing by a microbrewery. We'll say let's see here. Not Ballast. What's a good Bilge Pump Brewery. Bilge Pump had a good reputation. And microbreweries, they're crafted. They were known for making like traditional beers. They're very sort of like emphasized locally sourcing ingredients, stuff like that. And those are the kind of recipes for their beer that would be valuable now because they weren't very hard to make. They didn't require like really exotic ingredients or whatever, right? So like a good craft beer recipe could be worth some money. If the hard drives of their computers or any kind of documentation of their brewing methods are there, you could swing in there, grab it, and and sell it. So yeah.
That's good. I'll mention that to the others.
Yeah. And let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, it's so Watcher, do you want to burn the midnight oil? Or you just want to hit the road?
I will try so that I get something to go with. I will burn the midnight oil. Do I have to take the self-control test first?
Yep, go ahead and take the self-control regardless of how successful you are at your action.
Overtime sucks.
8 over 3, so
all right.
I'm okay.
Yeah. It's for the greater
Serious
good. It's you're trying to make a better future for you and your dependent.
Okay, this might be a little too far, but can I use leadership to go back to the bar and instead inspire the town people to invest in our clearly profitable venture?
Trying to get a loan, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Or a loan of equipment or anything like that.
Well, they basically would use the standard loan rules, which is you get a D10 of bounty.
Okay.
And then you have to pay it back at the end of the thing, plus like I'll just say 1 bounty as interest. So yeah.
11 over 5.
Yeah.
This is a wonderful opportunity
yeah, you can get a loan of 5 bounty.
5 bounty. All right.
Yeah, so you can spend that now or have it. But yeah, it's a loan. You'll owe 6 when you get back. But yeah. So yeah, if you want to buy anything, just let me know.
I'll check out the list, and also I'll leave it available for the team if anybody wants to combine that to buy something.
Yeah.
It's hard to determine what we really need. We're just going there and killing things and trying to secure the area from wandering casualties. It sounds like.
Yeah, I would say all of you know one thing you could spend it on is materials to carry there to help secure it. Basically boards and nails and hammer to fucking board up the windows and shit, right? Instead of having to scavenge that.
How much would that cost?
I would say each bounty spent gives you +2 on a roll related to securing it. And every
it'll take us haul, right?
Yeah, I would say
yeah,
1 haul per bounty spent. So, and you can split up that +2 bonus between different rolls, I guess. But yeah, every haul is a bounty is worth +2 to any kind of roll that makes sense. So like, I forgot what is the roll. What is the skill for fixing and repairing things?
Mechanics.
Yeah, mechanics. Yeah, so it'd be mechanics checks. And if you have the stuff, like it's simple enough that you could do it untrained, right? It's literally, just boarding up windows and doors and shit like that. So, yeah. So you can think about that. Use the group chat to talk about it. But Patchy, do you want to burn the midnight oil?
Can I take a pass for this? I don't think I have anything in
That's
mind.
fine. You can just spend time with your dependents before you go off to a life or death job. It's totally understandable.
Yeah,
You don't have to take a self-control hit. Yeah,
exactly. A little sitcom plays out in the background, not related to this campaign.
Yeah, it's just a little treat, and then hangry.
I have a question for the others.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone other than me have first aid or anything medical related? Then I suggest one of our purchases is a first aid kit for a bounty, and we spend the remaining one for 1 haul of the +2 bonus.
I'm totally down with that. I do not have first aid.
All right. I have 1 first aid.
All right.
Okay.
So you spend 4 of the bounty to get a first aid kit. Yeah, you don't have to roll for that. They have them in stock.
And one haul of supplies. Then.
Yep, and 1 haul of supplies. All right, yeah. So, cool. All right, with that, you all hit the road. Bob, shakes your hand as he meets. He does have a silenced pistol, and a nut and a let's see here. His assistant Frank. Bob is sort of enthusiastic in that Midwestern way, as he grins and talks about how his he's really looking forward to this investigation. My assistant here will help capture footage and take care of other things. And we've both been in the loss for a while. We know how to protect ourselves from the undead, but we just need additional protection. It's too much for just 2 of us to clear out a house. His assistant has a machete and a silenced rifle. And he just kind of nods at you. He's the assistant is sort of thin and kind of nervous looking. Bob exudes confidence and enthusiasm. Just I was like, I trust you all. You all have good reputations. This is definitely the kind of job I think you all 3 can handle. And let's hit the road. You all hit the road. Everyone give me self-control checks because you're leaving the safety of the Enclave.
I do not have a good day.
All right.
12 over 10.
12 over 10. If you fail, it's stress. It's not good. Yeah. So, Patchy, did you make it?
8 plus my what was it?
Self-control.
Self-control is a 10 over 8.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if your natural rolls high, yeah. You are fine. So then, all of you mark off a ration, and you get to the first leg, and because you researched it, you can see Bilge Pump Brewery. There is a sign out there. It is one of those microbreweries that had a tap room and a large parking lot for food trucks. It was one of the trendy microbrews that distributed beer, but also was catered to locals wanting the flights of fancy craft beers. It is a day. It is spring. It is pretty cold for a spring day. Actually, it is you're all windy and it's cold. It's Colorado, so yeah, it is not nights get very cold.
The
But
mountain air is good for you.
yeah, but yeah, you can tell there are casualties in the lingering in the brewery. If you want to search the place, it's going to require clearing out those casualties, or I'll say it's a 2-story structure. If you make an athletics check, you could climb up to the second floor and see if it's less dense, but there's definitely a good number. There's some casualties wandering the first floor. You don't know, you can't tell from outside if there's any in the second floor. Yeah.
I can use my rope and climber's kit to get up there and get a rope structure for everyone else to ascend. I assume Bob's fine with us doing a bit of a side gig.
Bob's like, why are we stopping here?
Dr. Fluxberg, we can pick up rations and supplies for the long journey ahead. Plus, who doesn't want a nice frosty pint?
Huh. Well, I don't think they have any nice frosty pints. I mean, it's been without power for 5 years, but
you just have to hope. You never know.
And wine, maybe.
Okay, yeah. If you need to get supplies in there, I mean, we'll wait out here, but don't take too many risks. We have a big job ahead of us. I want to make a lot of ground, so don't spend too long.
Yep.
All right.
We'll do of course. Henry, if you want to go set up on the second floor, I can distract from the front and begin to clear out the brewery.
Yeah.
A moment, matey. May I suggest something? I have a pair of binoculars. Perhaps I could use it to look at the windows a little bit more closely before you ascend.
It is dark inside. The binoculars are not going to help without light.
Never mind. Then how about I give you my helmet, which has a headlamp, so that you can use it to see.
We can all get in there if I can make us a rope.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an athletics check there. Hangry.
All right. That's let me see. My athletics is.
And don't forget to mark off rations.
6/2.
Okay.
I wasn't sure. Like rope and climber's kit usually just allows the task, but do I?
Well, I mean, you don't have like a grapple hook or whatever. Like you had to climb up there to secure the rope and tie it off.
Okay.
So yeah, and it's also spin a ration. You climb up, you secure it to the wall. The windows are broken out. You go up to the broken out window, and you can peer inside, and you can see that there are 3 casualties walking about. But like, I don't know if you've been inside a brewery, but they have these big steel tanks and piping systems and everything to brew the beer. But the second floor has a little catwalk overlooking the brewery area, and like there's also like this sort of open garage place with picnic tables, and that's where the majority of zombies are. But there is a office and catwalks on the second floor, leading and a couple other rooms in the second floor overlooking the first floor. So if you can be silent and deal with 3 casualties, you could get through the second floor without having to alert the first floor casualties, if that makes sense. So yeah. And the other 2 can climb up without having to make a check.
I can let down a rope with knots for them and they can get up. Okay. Then I have a question. Can I set up a net and use my survivalist skill to set up a trap for the 3 casualties so that at least 1 or 2 of them maybe get stuck in the net and are less difficult to deal with?
I guess you would be like having to climb up to the ceiling and drop it down on them, or like like they're walking. Yeah,
isn't there like an opening? Are we on the roof and we're looking down through
you're on the second floor, like you're on the catwalks, sure, but they're also in the catwalk areas. Like they don't notice you yet as you're sort of hanging out, on the window. You haven't gone on the catwalk yet.
Okay.
So if
the moment I do, they will.
Well, you would have to make a stealth check. If you make a stealth check, they won't hear you. But it's a rusty catwalk that hasn't been maintained for 5 years. It's, you have to figure out where to put your weight without causing it to creak or whatever.
How many people abreast can we be on this catwalk?
2 at a time.
All right, yeah. So I think I'll let the melee champs take the lead here then,
Okay.
and just stand by with a net in case I need to throw it on someone.
You can give me with the net. It might give you an. Give me a foresight check if you have foresight.
I do.
Okay.
It's actually one of my better skills.
Okay.
So 11 over 5.
So with the net, you realize you could use it as there are stairs leading up from the first floor to the second floor, right? If you put the net positioned to cover the stairs, if you do make noise, the zombies will run into the net, right? And then like you could slow them down to give you more time to loot the second floor.
They'll get stuck in it, roll down the stairs a couple times,
and slow down the others that are trying to push past them. So if you give me a stealth check, you could set up the net on the stairs.
Yeah. I'll gesture for the others to be ready, and then I'll try for the stealth.
Okay, go for give me stealth.
That is a fail. I get 8 under 9.
Okay. The catwalk is rusty and creaks. The casualties on the second floor hear you. Now I would say the first floor do not seem to react. There is some light peering in through the open doors and windows of the first floor, so you can kind of see their general movement, right? But like, so if you fight them though, there will be a chance that the first floor could be alerted. So, but yeah, the three sort of hear you and start shuffling towards you, and they're gonna, they're gonna make a lot of noise and they're gonna alert the first floor pretty quickly. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to? Do you have a silenced weapon?
No.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna gesture to the other two. Go, get them.
Okay. So if you give me athletics, you can still throw the net up on the get it, throw it down on the get in position on the stairs.
Right.
Slump.
I'll spend 3 then for a +2.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 6 versus 6, which is not enough.
Okay.
I failed just.
All right. You get so you are cut off from the others, and the three I'll say so who's going up next? Is it Watcher or Patchy?
I'm happy to go next.
All right.
You got the shield, bro.
Yeah.
I got the armor, no shields.
Yeah, you climb up and you get up on there. There's one casualty hears you because you're wearing chainmail, right?
Oh yeah, no, I have no chance to be stealthy.
Yeah,
and I have the quiver that is loud as well.
Yeah, so one of them sees you and starts heading towards you. Actually, I'll say 2 of them do. And the others down below are also hearing and are agitated now. So do the first round of combat. Hangry, one casualty is coming towards you this round, and you can tell next round the zombies are going to hit the stairs. So if you have, you could throw the net this round and then dodge the zombie attack. But that's all you could do, or you could kill this zombie, and
we'll have zombies up the stairs.
Yeah.
Did we count how many there were down there?
If you give me awareness, you can do that real quick.
All right. 7 over 3.
All right. How many did I put down there? There are 18 down there and 3 up here.
Okay, we're not going to be fighting all of those.
Yeah. So are you? So what are you doing as your action? Are you throwing the net and then?
I think we need the net in the way to buy us time.
All right, you throw the net. The zombie reaches out at you. You can roll athletics to dodge out of the way.
All right. I will then spend 4 for a +3.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I didn't need to spend that much, but it's still good.
Actually, you did.
I'm okay.
You needed.
I have a +2 already.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you dodge out of the way. So you're burning a lot of energy, but the net isn't ready. The zombies are going to slam into it next round. All right, so let's see here. Watcher. Yeah, there are 2 casualties heading towards you. Yeah, you can attack one of them at least.
I will.
They're coming from different angles, so yeah.
Okay, then I will start with trying to shoot one of them with my crossbow.
Okay. Yeah, roll shooting.
I've got the quick draw, so.
Hey.
That's a success, but by how much? Just gotta remind myself. +4. That's a 11 over 6.
Okay, yeah, you kill one. Then the other one's gonna attack you unless you dodge.
All right, and then I will dodge it. I can't fight back on that one.
You already spent your tactic.
Okay, then yeah, I'll dodge.
Yeah.
How much do you want to spend before you roll?
I'll spend 2 because I probably want to avoid this right now. What do I add again? I'm just trying to remind myself of the rules.
Athletics.
Athletics.
Plus
Okay.
additional ration spent.
So there's already a +1. I'll just add 1. I'll spend 1.
Well,
Okay.
you have to spend 1 ration in order to.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 additional.
Okay, so you spend a total
Ooh,
2.
not enough.
Okay. The zombie is gonna bite you.
Are you going to risk it, or are you going to spend a will?
I'll risk it with the armor.
Okay. So let's see here. Black, red. So that is black. I always make the location and then the amount of damage. So location 1.
Either way.
Yeah.
Leg. Oh no, not where I have armor.
All right.
Well,
yeah.
you can spend a will to shift the location of where you get hit.
I'll shift. Yeah, I'll spend a will to shift it to my chest.
All right. That is 3 killing to the chest. You can use your chainmail to turn that into stun.
I will. Yep.
As per usual. So mark that down. And new round. Patchy, you get up there. There are 2 zombies on the 2 casualties up on the catwalks, the level you're at right now. You can hear a tremendous commotion coming from the stairs as the first casualties run into the net and get tangled up in that and start falling backwards into the other casualties, causing a huge it'll take them a couple of rounds to reorient themselves. So you bought some time. Now let's see here. We'll start getting bit again with hangry. There's 1 casualty on you.
I need to machete this dude.
All right. Yeah.
So I'll spend another 3, I think, then, and refresh my rations.
Okay.
So I have 1 less refresh. And I said 3, so I'll have a +2 to my machete, and that's a hit.
Yeah, you kill the casualty. Bury the you cut through into its neck just enough. Its head. You cut through the spine. There's a bit of flesh dangling, holding just a bit of skin holding the head onto the body, but it slumps to the ground, dead. Then Watcher.
Fucked.
Yeah, you're holding the crossbow right now, so and you don't have like a quick draw thing.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, yeah, you can. Okay, yeah.
Possible for Patchy to do anything to intervene?
Patchy will act next. So
Okay.
if Watcher fails to kill a casualty, you'll be there. But yeah.
I drop the crossbow sling and pull my sword and.
Okay. Yeah, make an attack roll. Oh,
That's
shit.
a success.
Critical success and a success. That is a +3. Yeah, 11 over. Or no, wait. 12 over 8.
I say that it's such a cool kill. You refresh 2 rations. You're just very, very like, yeah, mind over matter. So good job.
He's hyped.
Yeah, he's very hyped.
It's a clean beheading.
It's a very clean
Alright.
beheading.
I don't
gestured-
want to turn to make sure everyone saw it, but I kind of look over my shoulder to make sure someone's watching.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Watcher saw it. It's very cool.
Tachi saw it and gives a thumbs up. He's like, "Yeah, that's awesome."
All in
Well,
a day's
but
work.
what's awesome is if we get some loot out of this place before the horde comes for us. I don't know
Ooh.
how that long that will hold them up.
Very important.
Yep.
If it's my turn, Ross, could I
Mhm.
make a what is it, scavenging check?
Yeah, well, first you give me athletics if you want to make it this round. Like there's 2 rooms that you can see. One is a office. They have little windows you can see through just enough. One is an office, clearly an office, and one is like a kit, like a more like a lab, or there's more technical equipment set up in there. You know, so which room do you want to head to, the office or the lab?
I'm gonna go for the lab. That sounds more interesting.
Okay, give me athletics.
All right, so athletics is let's see. Athletics is a +2. I'm gonna spend an extra ration on this roll, so this will be a +3. Oh, getting used to this roll thing.
Yeah, if you hit the up arrow after you make a successful thing, it'll pull up your last command.
Fantastic. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a success.
All right, yeah, now you can give me scavenging.
All right, so this is gonna be. Oh, you gotta do the up. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that is a scavenging of 2 as well. So let's see what we got. That is also a success.
All right. You do find you don't find the actually, yeah, you find some documents that look relevant, and I say 1 haul worth of chemicals to be shelf stable. So they're still good. So you think, yeah, you find a haul of chemicals worth 10 bounty and half of the documentation. So yeah.
Fantastic.
So new round, the casualties at the stairs you can see, Hangry, are the net is beginning to break. It'll hold this round for sure, but you don't know if it'll hold much longer past that. So what do you want to do?
I want to run towards the loot and get some of the loot.
All right, so you saw your comrade going to the lab, so the other room up here is the office. So yeah, same thing. Give me athletics if you want to make it and scavenge this round. If you fail the athletics, you get there, but you don't have time to scavenge.
All right, I'll spend 3.
Okay.
And that's another just met. So
Okay.
oh fucking well.
So you do succeed?
No, 8 versus 8.
Okay. So
Not
yeah, you
against
get
us.
there. You get in the office, but yeah, you're slow on your feet, and that's all you can do this round. So Watcher.
They're not at us yet, right?
No, they've been slowed down by the net.
Okay, then I will switch back to my crossbow and see if I can thin the herd.
Okay.
Well, there's no way. Yeah,
I mean,
that's all I can do at the moment.
I mean,
Awareness. Is there anything that we can push over or use as kind of a battering device to take many out at once nearby?
Yeah, there's a big desk in the office.
Does it look sturdy enough that we could push it over the ledge onto them?
It's basically positioned that if you shove it out of the office, the office faces the stairs leading up, so you could shove it through the door of the office and down the stairs.
Okay. Is that like a strength check then?
First you have to get there. You're on the catwalk right now, so if you want to do something in the office this round, you have to make athletics to get there.
Okay. We'll try the
Also,
athletics.
it probably would be resistance.
Yeah, that definitely be
Oh,
resistance
okay.
to push the desk.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. Nope.
All right.
7 under.
So basically, you and Hangry get in the office, and that's all you can do this round.
Okay.
So meanwhile, Patchy, you're in the lab. You've looted the lab. You just give it the once over, grab some documents, grab the chemicals, shove them in your backpack. What are you doing this round? You see the other 2 of your buddies are went into the office. But they're slower on the feet than you, so yeah.
Gotcha. So net's holding up right now, but next round it's gonna just pop. So could I start just like poking heads while they're behind the net to kind of make it a little bit easier?
What do you have weapon
A
wise?
sword.
No. If you had a ranged weapon, you could take some pot shots, but
Okay, I don't want to use my gun because my gun is not
your sword would
silenced.
cut through the net, which would
Yeah, yeah.
kind of be counterproductive.
Of course.
Well,
No. Fair enough.
regarding not silent, well, we're in a building and we've already alerted most of the things here.
We
Yeah.
don't know.
So it's
Oh,
all
so-
up to
Yeah,
you.
I
You
would
might-
say
may
yeah,
not want to spend
loud
bullets.
explosives would probably still attract casualties from outside the building, but yeah, unsilenced guns are not going to carry outside the building. Yeah.
Okay, understood. Then yeah, I guess I'll take a couple rounds at the zombies.
With what kind of gun?
Handgun with automatic and extended magazine.
Okay, yeah. Make a firearms check.
Sure thing. Now
Or
with
shooting check, whatever. Yeah.
with automatic, I can put additional charges this to make additional hits, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There are
Okay.
If you
18 of
hit-
them, though.
Yeah.
If I hit, I can add more. Okay.
Well, I mean, you could if you succeed on a firearms check, you could theoretically kill up to 10.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm just gonna put an additional charge, so it'll be at a +1 to my shooting.
Okay.
And my shooting is a +2, so this will be a
Okay.
+3.
All right. So go ahead and roll.
That it succeeds, but by what is that? By 1, just by 1. So it's a
Yeah.
5 over 4.
So you succeed. How many more rounds you want to put into it? So you can kill up to 9. If you empty your mag, you can kill up to 9 total. So right now you're
Alright.
killing 1.
I'm not emptying my magazine, so maybe like 2 or 3 more. So let's.
I
put
mean,
2 more
statistically,
charges.
it's I mean, yeah. If you kill 8, if you kill all 9, you'll be at half straight, and that'll be enough to slow them down 1 round as you kill the first half of them. But yeah, 1 or 2, they're 18 in the stairs. You're not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Miscalculation on my part then.
So do
Okay.
yeah. So you're looking at it as an experience taker. If you don't mag dump, killing 2 or 3 is going to not change any of it. But killing 9 would buy you an extra round because their bodies are going to slow down the remaining 9. So
Well, listen. I am you before I will sacrifice this gun if it means my friends can get out alive.
I mean,
So
you can
I will
reload it. You have refresh. So yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 refresh.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, I'll mag dump my pistol.
All right,
goes
yeah, you
empty
kill
as
9
I-
of them, and their bodies, they fall backwards because they're on stairs and slam into the casualties behind them, buying you another round of time.
Yar, it's time to make a hasty exit, fellas.
So new round. Hangry, do you want to scavenge?
Yes.
All right.
I fail.
Okay. That's there's not a whole lot of sunlight in here. It's hard to see. They have papers, but they seem to be accounting. The desk, there's something locked in the desk. You can't jimmy it open. So there's something stuck in the desk that you were unable to get to. So
The desk we were about to throw down the stairs.
yeah, but yeah, you don't know what's in it. So Watcher.
If I'm finally there, I will try to push the desk over.
Okay, well, you can see Hangry's trying to get something in the desk. Was unable to.
Is that important to you right now?
It's the loot, isn't it?
I mean, we don't know for sure. Fine, I'll try to bust the desk open before we do this.
Okay, you could use resistance or scavenge, or criminality. Either
I'll
one.
use resistance.
Okay, yeah, you can spend additional rations. You have to spend at
5
least
on
1 because
that.
you're just muscling it open.
I'll spend 2 rations. Get a +6.
For a +1.
No, I meant in total.
Oi.
16 over 8.
Oh yeah. You rip open the thing and you can see there's a little computer in there. So yeah.
I imagine I just shove my sword blade in there and pop it open.
Yeah, basically. Oh no, this is pure muscle. This is just like
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's like fucking not even, IKEA level furniture. It's pretty cheaply made shit. So
Tear
you
the
just
whole drawer out and hand it to.
yeah, so there's a
Thank
little like mini desktop tower in there. So you can grab that.
Oh, hell yeah.
And yeah. So you two do this. So new round. Let's see. We'll start with Patchy, since you're facing this, or you're standing. You're basically on the second floor, overlooking the stairs down, and you can see the 9 are scrabbling up. You can reload and shoot again if you want, or you can. There's 9 casualties left in the building. What do you want to do?
Next round they're going to be on us, right?
They're going to be up here this round.
Okay, this round.
You're farther away. They're going to get in the office first. That's for sure.
Okay, can I? If I leave, will there be enough time for the other 2 to make an athletics to get out?
If they leave right now, yes, they would. You would all be able to get out, assuming you make athletics checks.
Yo ho ho! Do you need more time over there, gentlemen? Or he says in kind of a worried voice.
Yeah.
I'll let Gerald take the lead for that.
We just got something out of the desk. I don't know what our full plan is here.
Let's just exit immediately. Let's go.
All right.
I'm gonna abandon my position and head for this window.
All right. You're in a better position, Patchy. You don't have to make an athletics check. You can just get out. Because they'd have to turn several corners on the catwalk to get to you, and so the regular casualties, not vectors. So yeah, you can get away. But you two, you need to make athletics checks. They are almost on you.
All right.
I'm going to spending 3.
Okay.
3 as well. I make it.
Okay.
Let's see. I make it as well.
All right. All of you get out. The casualties, shuffle after you, but you can just keep on going. Later on, you can look at pull the hard drive out of the computer, and hopefully it's worth something when you get back to the Enclave, but you have no way of telling if you've got enough documentation to get the recipes or not. You think so? Probably. The chemicals are definitely worth some money. Yeah.
So I got basically half of what they had in terms of research. It's not about the research on the job, right?
Yeah, this is totally just getting craft beer recipes.
Side gig.
Gotcha. Yeah. Understood. I misinterpreted your words. Understood.
Yeah. So you all keep on going. This only took a little bit. Bob looks a bit, and Frank look a bit alarmed when you come racing out of the place. And be like, okay, let's just. They're like, all right.
They had a full work crew in there. That's surprising. Given the apocalypse and all.
It could have been like some people, taking their last drink before David Jones comes.
Yeah, you don't know what tragedy happened at the Bilge Pump Brewery, and you never will, or maybe you will if you read the hard drive. So you all continue on. Mark another ration for the second leg.
It's fine. We haven't spent loads of rations already. No.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get some more water. I'll be right back. So y'all can take a little break.
I'm going to try to time my refresh properly.
I mean, you can rations is one you can just spend from.
Oh,
you don't have to
I should have scavenged those bodies.
Well, you can't. Because
I didn't have enough time.
9 others. If you'd spent the remaining another refresh worth of bullets and you'd hit and gotten another 9, then we could have scavenged them and gotten some goodies, and we could have scavenged the first floor. But it's. Do we need those bullets later? Do we need more rations later?
I'm not too worried about my gun. I'm more worried about my rations because I'm already almost at half of my rations. I'm sure you guys are a little over, and my ADP
yeah.
is my refresh is at 2 because of my
Speed.
tough spot.
Oh yeah. ADP. Okay, yeah. You have ADP 3.
Yeah, I have an ADP of 3, but my tough spot is scavenger. So
Isn't scavenger only a negative for haul, or is it for refresh as well?
scavenger gives you a bonus to beginning bounty, so you get an additional 10 bounty, but you get a -1 to your ADP permanently, or to your refresh permanently.
Okay, I thought it was only to haul for some reason, but
I
guess
think
it is.
that's a different background.
No, it wouldn't be. It's the only one that has minus to haul or ADP. Let me see. But if it, I think it is that. If you say this, you've probably checked it more recently than I have.
Yeah, I have the book open right now.
Yeah. So
Maybe it's a different edition or something.
no,
I mean that
again,
maybe you read the rules at a different point, or the new 2E rules or something. I don't know.
or my memory fails me. That's probably more like the.
All right, I am back. So all of you continue on. And you're heading through a forested area as you're going up the hills. This is basically, Bob kind of explains it that this was a mansion built for as a weekend getaway place for the Lakeland family, who had a bad reputation. Rumors say that they dealt drugs, they worked with cartels, and I'll go into more in the show. You can just listen when I set up, But yeah, it was built as a luxury retreat mansion for the wealthy. So so you're going up the hills into the mountains, not all the way up in the mountains, but sort of at the base. But you're going through a forested area. Are you all walking together? Or are you going to send someone up on point?
If I can borrow the binoculars, I can go ahead.
Okay. So Hangry, you borrow the binoculars and give me an awareness check with the binoculars bonus because this is visual.
It gives you a +1 to awareness or scavenge, either one.
But binoculars, don't they give a bit more, or am I thinking of something else?
No, just a +2.
Or +2. That's whatever it says in the book. I do not have the PDF open right now.
+2 to awareness and scavenging when assessing legs outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think it helps since I rolled a 3 under 8, and I have +2 5, so it's 8 against 8. Another ties goes to the market.
All right.
Do you guys want me to will this one, or?
What's your will total?
1.
Maybe you should save that for when you're in a dead.
Yeah, let's go blind into this. It'll be fine.
All right. Yeah. You don't see anything. It's totally fine. So
there are no bears in the woods.
There are no bears. There's no bears in the woods. Yeah. Yeah. So you continue on, and you get to the mansion. Mark off one more ration.
Yep.
And it is a large, sprawling mansion. Wooden. It is sort of faux wooden cabin, but it is more, like a McMansion, but with with a wooden exterior, right? Like, this is the kind of thing you would see in a luxury ski resort kind of place, but it was built for a private family. There's a fence around it. It's built into the side of a hill or an incline. But the gates are closed, and it is very still. There's just the sound of the wind as the 5 of you look upon it. And the sun is going down. It is getting dark. Bob is quite eager to get into the mansion before dark. And of course, you all realize you'll have to fucking clear that entire building, check every fucking room, make sure there's not a single casualty lurking in there. So right. But the first thing is getting over past the exterior fence and gate. So there is a you could use criminality to pick the lock. That'll be a precision check because unless you have the appropriate kit tool for that. You could use mechanics to try and power it up if you had a battery thing. I don't think any of you have Ubik devices, so
Nope.
yeah. Yeah.
If it's a
Well,
wall,
there is
broken
someone we
climber's
know.
kit?
Yeah.
There is someone we know who has a Ubix device, probably.
Yeah, Bob is not going to lend you any of his equipment to do your
He
job.
needs that battery.
Yeah, he needs his battery for his production. He is carrying a lot of his backpack is like he has a lot of extra batteries and recording equipment and solar panels. And you could use all of you if resistance checks. If you all three of you make a successful resistance check in the same round, you could overwhelm it and just push the gate open, or you could climb over it. Someone will have to make an athletics check to get over the fence because it's a sheer thing, but then that you could drop down the rope and everyone else can make it over that.
I'll do that again then.
Okay.
Since
Yeah.
that seems to be one of my things.
If we can't get in, no one else can get in.
Yeah.
It's a good sign.
All right, I'll spend another 3 rations, and that's a crit fail.
Okay, the rope. You throw the rope over, or
You have to tie it
you
off.
try and climb up, and yeah, you cut your hands. They have put broken glass on the top of the fence.
Oh, I should have expected this. Ah,
Yeah. Yeah. So you take 3 killing to one of to both arms as your hands are cut the fuck up.
Yep, that sucks.
Yeah, crit fails suck.
My word, Hammond, what happened?
Yeah, he's just bleeding all over the place.
Just a traditional American welcome. Ah.
Yeah, they do the thing where they take broken glass and glue it to the top of the fence. Yeah, as a way to deter people from climbing over.
Okay, but I'm still up there, so I'll try to clear away what I can while
No,
I'm
you
landing.
fall down. Like you.
Oh,
you-
okay.
Yeah, you grab onto it. The pain causes you to let go, and you fall down. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you like one of us to take a stab at that?
The climbing or the pain?
Yeah, you could use first aid on yourself. You have time. It'll be precision checks because you're treating yourself, and your hands are cut up. But you can stitch your own hands up. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Can I use profession survivalist for that?
Yeah, sure. Either one.
This is a scenario that I've actually prepared for.
But you cannot spend additional charges from the first aid kit. This is one and done.
But I have to spend 1 charge from it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You have to spend 1 charge. But yeah.
Okay. Oh, come on.
It's not a good day.
It's not a good day. It's not a good day for me.
Okay.
Prepped for a long apocalypse.
Well, with a regular failure, it's not. You don't heal any damage, but you stop the bleeding. So you're just. Your stitches are going to constantly pop open. You're going to have to keep swapping bandages out. You have 2 wounds. You could try for your other hand.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's just see how badly this goes. That one actually goes.
All right. You fully you that would heal. I think it's the black.
Killing,
it's how much he's. Yeah. So 7 stuns worth, which is more than enough to heal 3 killing. So yeah, you heal one of your hands. Your other hand, one of your hands is totally fucked, but yeah, great start. Yeah, so what do you want to do to get over the fence?
I can try climbing again, but ow.
Sure, you can.
I put my hand on his shoulders and say, "I'll take over. Let me do it."
All right,
all right. Here you go. Here's the climbing kit.
Can we help by giving a boost or anything?
Nope.
Or wrapping their hands.
Yeah.
So I just have to make an athletics. Does the climbing kit give me any kind of bonus?
The climbing kit, I think you can spend charges on it, but I think the main thing is that you, by throwing the rope down, no one else has to make a check.
Okay, so I just make a raw athletics check then.
Yeah. I mean, it would help you repel and give you bonuses on that, but like it's a sheer wall and it's meant to deter climbers. So I don't like. Yeah.
One charge of rations as well.
Yeah, you can spend rations. Yeah,
Okay.
you can overspend. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I will. I see his hands. But maybe I'm just built different. I'm just gonna roll it raw.
Well, now that you know there's broken glass, you'll be more careful.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
You won't
right?
try to showboat like I did. Push
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
No. No, I also failed.
All right, you just cannot. You try. You leap up. You go up a little bit, but you don't crit fail. So you just jump down before you like realize you're going to like plant your hands on it. I will say you realize maybe chainmail. Those chainmail. Well, no, that only covers your. Does it cover your arms?
It does cover my arms, yeah.
Yeah, that would. There's chainmail gloves. That would protect against that.
I didn't know if I had gloves for it specifically. So.
Yeah, no.
The question is, can he climb in chainmail?
Not quietly, but yes.
Yeah, you could. There's no casualties around outside.
All right, I will give it a shot, and I'll spend one additional in order to. It's an 8 over 6.
Hey, all right. So you get
and
over
then I'm
it.
going to use my refresh before we run into any additional damage on rations.
Okay.
Or one refresh.
Sure. So you throw down the rope. Everyone's able to climb it. Frank goes to the other side of the gate and messes with it for a bit. And you hear a buzzing sound for a bit. And he pushes the gate a little bit and says, all right, it's no longer locked in place. You can just push the gate open. I'll tie a rope around it, but kind of loosely, in case we need to get out quickly. I don't want to be trapped in here. So, yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
But that's not going to hold the cat. If we can't make too much noise. We're going to attract casualties. So,
I mean, we could set up a small barricade that doubles as a ramp so that we could just run back if we need to and keep anybody from coming in this way.
I mean, that's a lot of work.
Oh, done is done, regardless.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot of work. You all have to go in the house. Let's all get inside first, and you three go in first to make sure there's no casualties.
Yep.
All right. Well, let us get a lay of the land, Dr. Fluxberg, and we'll get you in safely.
Okay. There's a group of 2 casualties in torpor. Well, actually, who's going in first?
Well, did you want to scout first again?
I assume the armored guy actually would be leading since we're entering closed quarters.
Okay. Yeah. In that case, there's 2 casualties that pop up, and they are both hear you because you're wearing chainmail.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have so all 3 of you enter in at the same time. There's 2 in the front room. I'll let Watcher go first because he's literally leading.
I will just use my sword, charge them, and okay. I will just spend regular now.
Okay, yeah,
but definitely succeed.
Yeah, you cleft its brain in twain with your sword. It is a mighty, well landed stroke, well landed blow. So. Excellent form. And then let's see here. Patchy.
All right, let's stick him with a sword. So that is a +1 from Executioner's Edge. Sword is 3, so it's gonna be a +4.
Yeah.
And that is a critical failure.
Oh no! Why?
Okay. All right. So do you want to spend a will, or do you want to let it ride?
You know what? I just used my sword. I'm gonna spend my will.
Okay, it's a regular failure. So you miss. You almost let go of the sword into the glass chandelier above, but you managed to hold on to it, so you don't, cause a tremendous sound, alerting every casualty in the building.
Damn it, Patchy! I keep telling you to abandon that cutlass and get a real sword.
This is all I know.
Yeah. So
he's just magnetically attracted towards that chandelier for some reason.
Hangry, you have an action before the casualty is going to attack Patchy.
All right. I'll spend another 3 rations.
Okay.
And that's a hit.
All right, yeah. You what weapon are you using?
Machete.
Oh yeah. You cut it down with a machete pretty easily. So yeah, the real so you've cleared the front room. So Bob and Frank are there. And but this is a big mansion. So if you want to clear the entire building, you can do the slow and safe way, all three of you together, and working methodically, clearing it room by room, which will take a long time. Or you can all split up and get it done 3 times as fast. But it is almost dark as you do that, so you're not going to have light. And because there are windows and you lose all that, so unless you have a light source, you're going to be it's going, or you could just like say we'll do it in the morning and just hope you have a very sleepless night, which Bob will not like. He wants you to secure the building. So do you have light sources?
We do have a helmet.
I have a headlamp.
A helmet? Okay, so yeah.
I can also use the
Attunement.
survivalist to scavenge up some torches if you need me to.
Yeah.
It's
That'll take
not that I'm-
time.
I
Yeah.
say we split up, and if things get bad, we all regroup and just deal with the horde as one.
No, that's stupid. Let's stay
Gen-
together.
All right,
Gentlemen, I
one
don't
vote
have-
for each. Watcher, you're the tiebreaker.
I'm not afraid of the dark or anything, but I did hear a bear while we were walking over here, so maybe we stick together.
All right, 2 votes for staying together. All right, so you have a light source through the helmet. Yeah, this will take hours to clear out this fucking mansion because you have to be methodical. You have to look in every closet, under every bed, in every fucking room, and you have to stop and listen for casualties because you don't want to be ambushed. So first off, everyone mark off a ration for all this extra work. And then all of you can roll awareness.
All right. 12 over 8.
Okay. You're doing your part.
3 over 2.
You're doing your part. Is that a success, Patchy? You have at least a +2 in awareness?
No, only a +1. 7 over 7.
All right. So you are going to get surprised by some of them. You turn a corner, casualties. And you're making noise because you have chainmail, so they are going to hear you ahead of time. So there are going to be 3 that are just going to pop in already in melee range. So because one of you failed your check. So basically you're exploring the mansion, going through room by room. You turn a corner to get in, like, you guess the guest wing. Like there's just bedrooms and bathrooms, and you're guessing this is where this place is fucking massive. There's 3 casualties there, and they're all around you in this hallway. So you each have 1 to deal with, and the real but you get to go first because they are casualties. So Watcher, if you want to make another attack roll.
Whoa. 7 over 5.
He's dead. Patchy.
13 over 6.
Mm-hmm. And then
I'll spend
Angry.
2 for a +1. And that I didn't need to, but I'm still good. So yep.
All right. So you all made that check. So
Don't forget to mark off your rations.
I am.
Yeah.
So the others, there are 7 more, but you all will see them well arranged. Do you want to use ranged weapons to take these down? Like your pistol and your crossbow?
Maybe it's time we spend up some of those resources as well.
Yeah,
for this.
I think.
All right. So yeah, there's 7 to deal with. You just tell me if you fail any check to kill one. So like the crossbow, obviously, if you're just going to use the crossbow to kill all 7 of them, you could.
Well,
but
actually, if we know they're there and stuff, I can set up rope structures to slow them down, can't I?
Oh yeah, give me a what would that be?
Survivalist?
Yeah, survivalist. Yeah, give me a survivalist check.
I can tie knots. That's a 4 against 4. I
right.
keep doing this. Why?
You had a good
It's the
plan.
wrong
It just the rope
apocalypse.
didn't hold. Well, you realize that you didn't. The walls are not holding up. The thing you tied it to.
Oh, it's a McMansion, of course.
Yeah, of course it's a
The
McMansion.
wrong apocalypse.
Yeah.
Turns out drywall isn't very sturdy.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's basically I'll let you make, there's 7 casualties to kill. You can make anytime you fail a range attack, it'll get into you're in close quarters. So if you only get 1 shot per casualty. So I'll just let all 3 of you make a shot, or do all of you have a ranged weapon, or do Patchy
I have a
do
ranged weapon, but it's not one that would work against casualties because
I
I
have a
prepared
ranged
for the wrong
weapon,
apocalypse.
but I need to refresh it first. So let me refresh it.
Okay.
I have a ranged weapon, but it's 1 shot at a time.
Well, you can do 1 shot at a time. It's just if you fail a shot, they'll be on you in melee. So you only get 1 shot per casualty. It's a house, it's a building, not
well,
a,
we'll
like a field.
position us in a doorway so that we can all mob them if they get up to us.
Yeah. So and you can retrieve your crossbow bolt. So yeah, basically you just have to make 7 attack rolls, and just let me know how many of them. Make 7 successful attack rolls, and every time you fail, you have to deal with someone, one of them getting in range. So yeah. Or if you want to, you could try and lure them all together in one big area, so you could pop them all off with the pistol, and burn all that ammo. Yeah. So yeah, do you want to kill them 1 at a time? Or you want to get them in one big group and deal with them all at once?
I see what's happening here.
What?
Just make them a group. I'll kill them with my gun.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. You don't have to make a roll to get them in one group. They are slow. Most of them are in Torpor. All of them are in Torpor. So it takes some time to wake up and get to you. So you deal with them in one of the living rooms. One of the open rooms. So yeah, go and give me that firearms check.
All right, this seems important. So firearms, or rather shooting, is 2. I'm gonna take a bonus of +1. So, and then I'll have to spend I believe 7 more, so that'll be 8 in total spent, probably, if I succeed.
Okay.
If you succeed.
Come on.
Yeah, success.
All right.
Huzzah.
Yeah, you kill the other 7.
I'm 8 out of 10 for my handgun.
Yep. Well, someone can make a scavenge check to loot the 12 casualties that are in here.
Yep, sure.
Who's got the best scavenging roll? I have a +2.
Then it might be you actually. Let me double check my guy.
Not me. I've got a +1.
It would be you, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna make the scavenging check then. Yeah, that's a success. It's 7 number 1.
All right, that's 7 bounty.
Hey.
7 of them had driver's licenses. So
that's great. Is there any way to look for food? Like
yeah, you could check the house too. But first, Bob does want you to get the bodies out. There is there is a swimming pool in the back. Just dump them in there. They'll be, we don't have time to dig a grave or burn them or whatever, but like, you at least get them out of view of the house. So yeah, that's 1 ration per each of you.
Another ration. Okay.
Yep.
I'm at full. Am I gonna spend refresh? Yes, I am. So that's all my refresh.
Yeah, I really think that, like, right after we're done with this, we gotta just look for some rations, get some cupboards.
I'll go hunting for a deer.
All right. Well, it's night now.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean
Yeah,
right
you are all exhausted. You've had a long fucking day marching through, dealing with all this shit. And but Bob and Frank are getting to work. So yeah, they say yeah, you guys you did a really good job. We covered all the curtains. I'm gonna do my first. I really got to get started on this.
Thank you. We'll start securing the building. Do you need supervision while you're doing this?
You don't have to if you for this time, I mean, you're the expert. Do you think we should? Like, there's a big fence, I'll be pretty quiet. Like, I'll cover up the windows and everything of any room. I'm just sitting in a room and doing a run of the spirit attunement system.
Um, while they're having this conversation before because we spent the time to kind of do this before the night falls. Could I get on the roof and use my binoculars to kind of scout out the compound?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, no, it's not really a compound. It's like a mansion that was surrounded by a fence. There's not like
Oh, okay. So it's not like
there's
a big backyard and everything.
yeah, no, there's like a pool and a shed.
Okay, I thought there was like a grow operation going on out here. So
No.
my mind
This is just like a party mansion that rich people used. So
understood.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, there are rumors that they were drug traffickers or involved with cartels, but like, yeah. Yeah. And you've already like looked through the entire building. You checked the whole building. So yeah, if you want to do anything else tonight without sleeping, that will be a self-control check for stress because Jesus Christ, you're fucking exhausted.
I mean, there's one thing I insist on doing regardless because we're in a forest, and I'll set up some noise trap because of bears.
Okay, yeah. You can give me that self-control check.
Well, I mean, do we? I support the noise traps absolutely, but do we want to spend that one time doing securing the building? We spent the money on the supplies for that.
Oh, definitely. Well, I'll help you set that up.
All right, all you give me self-control checks.
Yep. I'm fine. This is good.
Yeah.
I am. Wait, where's my character sheet? Probably not. Definitely not.
I'm all right. Surprisingly.
Okay. All right.
I am not.
Okay. Yeah, it's one stress. This is going. You're filthy with old sweat and just going through the woods, going through the brewery, and now this fucking mansion, and hauling the bodies off.
You've done a lot of climbing today.
Yeah, done a lot of climbing. Your hands are still incredibly, they hurt for the hangry, and it's but yeah, you can roll either survivalist or mechanics to those would be the skills that make sense to me to build to secure the building. But
survivalist for hangry, and I get 11/2.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you spend the next couple hours setting up, boarding up the windows, and setting up little noise traps. If any of your boards are broken, it'll make a loud noise, so you know where it's coming from. So but in the distance, you can and Bob and Frank are in just in one room with the door closed, and they understand that you're securing the building, but they try and keep it down if you can. We're recording.
I mean, it's knocking noises. Can't you work it into it?
Well, it's way more complicated than that. All right.
All right. Fine.
God, we're doing actual quantum investigations here.
It's important work, Watcher. They're trying to protect us from the supernatural.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I support it.
Indeed.
But yeah, they're going to be up all night doing this, until dawn. So, by the time you're done, it's probably like 11 o'clock. It's a 2-story mansion. There's a basement too. But you only have to really secure the ground floor, right? Casualties don't fly yet. Yeah.
I don't love that you mentioned their basement.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've cleared the basement, right?
Yeah, you cleared the basement too. There's a lot of boxes there. They have a big, extensive wine cellar. Yeah.
Is it possible? Because Pedri's been having this like tingling in the back of his neck this whole time about this, hearing about these cartels and stuff like that.
hmm
Is there any way I could make a criminality check to be like, if I were some kind of trafficker or some sort of person who didn't want something discovered, where would I hide stuff?
Yeah, give me a criminality check.
That is it goes to the market.
Yeah. Mm. Somewhere.
Well, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about maybe getting some sleep while I can.
Yeah. So yeah, Hangry falls asleep. Watcher, you also getting some sleep.
Yes. Is there a library there?
Yeah, there is a library there, but a cursory glance reveals most of the books have never been opened. Like it's a library for show, is your impression. You could look through it, but that'll take time, and you are very tired.
Yeah, I'll save that for another day. I'll go to sleep pretending I was reading. So
All
they all
right,
think
so-
I'm erudite.
Okay.
How big?
You grab a copy of Don Quixote. And there's a
I
loud
will ask
snap as you open it up,
before
yeah.
we snooze off. Is
Mhm.
any one of us going to take watch? Are we going to have watch going?
Oh, we need to have watch going.
I thought that was the point of the trips.
Yes. So I'll take second watch, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants first, third?
All right. Yeah. You could you could do that. So there are like where do you want to bunk up? They Bobbin tells you he found a bedroom, the master bedroom type thing on the second floor. That he's going to close the door and lock it, and Frank will have a room next to him. They're actually going to sleep in different rooms, but bedrooms next to each other. So you could take one of those rooms, or you could stay in the living room, or I mean, it's a mansion. It's got lots of rooms. Like, do you want to take separate rooms, stay in the same room? Yeah.
For foresight to figure out which room is the most defensible.
Yeah.
7/2.
Okay. It would probably be obviously the second floor room and one with a window overlooking these bushes, because you want to basically, if you depending on the attack, either you want to make a quick escape because you don't want to be trapped here, right? So you want to jump out the window, down in the bushes, and then get to the rope or to the front gate and get the fuck out of there, right? Like that's the real goal. You want a room with a clear escape path, and there's one on the second floor. You just have to jump down to the bushes below, and then you can make a run for it.
Yep.
All right.
And I suggest we take that room for that
Okay.
reason.
Yeah.
Seems like a smart place to bunk for the night.
Are we all bunking together or taking different locations?
Together. Like, again, how are we going to keep watch if we're not together?
Mm-hmm.
It's a relatively big house. I figured we'd have somebody at the front and back.
Actually, I have a soft spot. Nothing wrong with some me time. So I'll just reconsider and go, yeah, sure. Actually, we have secured the house. So whoever's keeping watch can just keep watch on the second floor stairwell. So I'll sleep alone.
All right. Very good. So you all find a bedroom to...
Well, the Watcher is the most divorced dad, weird uncle guy in the world. So he just naturally finds his way to a couch.
Okay.
But do I get a will point?
Yes.
I guess only okay. Yeah. Then I'll take nothing wrong with some me time and find my own room for once.
Yeah. And the all of you eventually pass out in separate bedrooms, and you all wake up the next morning, and you can hear footsteps, someone's walking around quite fast.
running?
Not running, like walking, but like fast, a fast walk.
Okay.
And stopping. So you get up, you go out, you look. You see Bob is looking around. It's like, have you seen Frank?
No.
Oh, okay.
We did keep watch. Who?
Did any
Um,
of us see him during our watch?
yeah, all three of you roll awareness.
I succeeded.
I did not.
I also did not.
Well, you do remember seeing, yeah, you remember seeing Frank last night, yeah, but they were still recording while you were on watch, and then you went to bed. So yeah, they Bob explains that we were recording up until like 2 hours ago, and I was so tired I couldn't. I stopped recording, and Frank seemed quite wired. He's been taking that stem sauce lately, and yeah, it's weird. I mean, he's really interested in our research this time. This house is great, by the way. We can extend our trip a little longer. This house is so good. It is the most amazing research. We've been making some breakthroughs. I think maybe he's just been I don't know. Yeah, well, we got to find Frank. Like, you got a lot of work to do. I don't know where he wandered off to. This place is huge. But man, the recent we've been getting, like the clarity, the connection between worlds is so weak here. We've been getting really good signals from the other side, really good transmissions.
We'll definitely be happy to help in finding Frank. But what did you discover last night here?
So the spirit attunement system, he shows you this device that he set up in the room, and it's a little gizmo thing with like a microphone and a little like antenna. It's like it randomly scans the radio transmissions, the bandwidth, all the frequencies, and you ask questions, and ghosts are really quantum entangled entities from the others. They're when you die, you're still connected to this universe through quantum entanglement. He just goes on and on, but he explains that basically you talk into it, and then you'll hear something from the radio, from the device. And normally it's very vague, you'll hear something. It's been very harder ever since the crash. It's actually made it a lot harder, right? But we got a lot of really good transmissions. I recorded them, even live streamed a little bit. We're not getting great signal up here in the mountains, but I got some, and people are really excited about what I did. So he plays a clip for you, and it's like, what is your name? And you hear a voice. We have to hide our wealth. We will be safe here. And it speaks quite clearly and quite understood. And then he shows you, plays a clip from one of his previous transmissions, which is much more staticky, and says, "What is your name?" It barely sounds like voice, like anything intelligible. And there's a marked difference between his average kind of like ghost recording and this. Like, it's a lot clearer and it's more intelligible, and it's more like phrases and sentences. And yeah, you can all listen to this a bit and roll sensitivity.
Could I instead roll survivalist regarding my knowledge of radio waves?
No, that survivalist would not. That's a very survivalist. Yeah, setting up traps, not engineering, not radio frequencies. Yeah.
I have no sensitivity, so I cannot roll. Well,
okay.
I got 2 under 8, so I'm going to internalize this as becoming obsessed with the idea that I could speak to my dead daughter and focusing on nothing else but that.
Yeah, if you want a will point, do you have a spot that plays into that?
Only quixotic or protect the weak, not really.
Yeah, quixotic would work. Yeah, like
Okay.
giving into a foolish belief. Yeah. All right. Patchy, did you make it?
I don't have any points in sensitivity. Can I still roll, or would I?
It's untrained, so basically you'd roll 1d10 and try and roll under your charisma.
Yeah, I think Patchy's just too freaked out to even try. He's
Okay.
This is
Okay, then
scary.
I'll roll my default. I fail.
All right, yeah.
Anybody
So yeah, you don't know why Frank would so you can continue to listen to all the transmissions. That'll obviously take hours, and then you can make a foresight check. But you could search the mansion again.
I think I'll just search the mansion for him. Like, Frank, where are you at?
Okay.
David Jones' locker. This place is really haunted.
Yeah. So yeah. Watcher, what are you gonna listen, or you could do something else entirely. You could focus on securing more of the mansion. You could, you don't. The bodies are all in the pool, so you don't have to worry about that. The pool's going to be very smelly, but like, yeah, that's not your problem. Yeah.
Would it be like awareness for searching for like signs of where Frank went, or?
Yeah, that would be awareness to search. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll
Okay,
look
so
for
you're
signs
searching. All right, Patchy, what are you doing?
We had a pretty rough start yesterday.
Oh yeah, you can also scavenge the mansion, looking for shit on your own. Yeah,
that's exactly what I was gonna do. I'm gonna scavenge. I'm just looking for, I guess, rations for everyone to kind of help them get back up to snuff.
Yeah, this is a you can scavenge the mansion 3 times total. So yeah, but that'll take you, this is all going to be like a couple of hours for all of you.
Yeah, but Patchy is the best one
yeah.
for scavenging anyway. So
all right, so
let's
Watcher's looking for Frank, Patchy scavenging. Hangry, what are you gonna do?
I said look for Frank.
Okay, yeah, so you're also looking for Frank. So that's awareness. Awareness to look for Frank and then scavenge. So yeah, everyone roll.
4 under 7.
My God.
So you fail. All right, yeah.
Yep.
With that you do find I'll say 1 refresh worth of rations. You can split it up amongst the others to recover lost rations, or just give yourself a refresh.
So that's 10 pips technically.
Yeah, 10 peps. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You find literally rations, like freeze-dried rations. They had a little cache in one of the pantries that were you find a bunch of like pancake mix and other things that have gone bad, but they had a whole thing of them. So yeah.
You want to share any of those? I'll even eat the veggie omelet.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah. How much do you guys need? Like, what's your totals?
I have 0 out of 10 on my rations, as in I have a full set of rations left.
Okay, how much do you have, Watcher?
4 out of 10, because I just used one of my 2 refreshes.
Okay. Okay, so I have 8, so that would, or 9, so that would take me to 1. No, you need 4, right?
I don't need 4. I mean, I'll take whatever you want to give.
Just zero yourself out and then give whatever's left over to...
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I can't, if I zero myself out, it'll be just 1 over. So how much do you need first?
No, if it's just 1 over, then I'll take that
I
1.
I would say this is him going into his soft smart of he wants to give to you before he takes for himself.
Well, then you have to give him the entire refresh.
Okay, I'll give him the refresh then.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Watcher, you get a refresh back.
Yeah.
Can I take a point of willpower?
Yeah. Because you just searched for all this food that you need and you gave it to someone else. Yeah.
We're spending the day giving into our deepest desires.
And both of you failed your awareness checks, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah. You search. There's no sign of them. There's just by this time it's midday. You all reconvene to share. Patchy, you give him Watcher because he's wearing that chainmail. He has to burn so many calories.
Carried all the bodies to the pool.
Yeah.
If one of us is gonna keep us safe, it's gonna be him.
Yeah. But yeah, you got more daylight. Bob is beginning to get worried a bit about Frank, or annoyed at Frank. But he's still like editing, because he's having to edit in videos himself because he needs to upload them to Ubic to get paid. So he can pay you. So he's working all day, and he'll be conducting an investigation at night. So yeah, he's busy.
Dr. Fluxberg, how long exactly have you worked with Frank?
No, like not quite a year. Yeah.
And you trust him?
Yeah.
I don't like that hesitation.
Well, you can make his fucking sensitivity check if you.
All right, I will.
Yeah.
4/1.
Okay, you make that sensitivity check. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he does not trust Frank.
Huh. Where is Frank's stuff? Might he have left anything behind? Ubics? Anything we could look at?
No, he took his Ubics with him. Oh, do you have Ubics?
I don't.
Damn. Well,
Never learned how to
I'll
use
try and
those
reach him.
electronics.
Actually, yeah. Let me try and ping. Yeah, geez, I should have thought he takes out his own Ubics, or his laptop, and he pings it. No answer. Offline. That's weird. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah.
Then he's either turned it off or he's run out of batteries. That's surprising. Either way.
Yeah.
Did
I mean,
was he the kind of guy to keep a logbook?
it would be in his backpack, and he's that's not here. He must have taken it with him.
Oh, so he took everything with him.
Yeah.
Do you have any enemies in out here in the Lost?
No.
You certain?
No one's made threats, if that's what you mean. Like, I give people hope back in the Lost, but most people in the recession don't even know about what I do. Like they're so busy, trying to find food that they don't worry about, the big questions like the afterlife, like what happens when we die, and like that kind of higher tier thinking is people out here mostly focus on the next day. Yeah.
Could he have been lured in by this wealth thing that the voices of the dead said?
Oh God, that's probably it. Yeah, he's probably on a treasure hunt. Damn,
Well,
I have no idea where he would go though.
Well, isn't that evident from what you listened to yesterday?
Yeah, but I mean, maybe he found something, just left. Keep it all to himself. Damn it, Frank. Huh.
If he is still here, let's hope that the man is around. Perhaps he has there would be signs that he would have looked for something. Maybe we can. Is there somewhere where the spiritual connection was the strongest, or he spoke of continuing to research?
He didn't share that with me. I mean, you can re-listen to the stuff and draw your own conclusions.
Okay.
Patchy, you're a bit of a scallywag, and I mean that in the nicest sense. Where would you keep a hidden treasure if you were to hide one?
I was thinking about that when I was here originally, but maybe I could devote some more time to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So this is the afternoon block of time, so doing any of these actions will take hours, like to give it a real shot. So like you can search again. You could listen to the thing and try and figure out what Frank was thinking, or you could do something else. But yeah, those two.
I mean, just to if we want to split up our priorities here.
Yeah. Well, I didn't take a stab at searching like you guys did, so I obviously got to pay my dues.
Well, I must admit I wasn't quite focused on it, so I can do a proper job with that. If you want to search the mansion for more useful stuff to us, maybe that's a better.
Yeah, scavenging is separate from searching for Frank. So yeah.
Okay. Perhaps I'll continue that.
I think the Watcher here is kind of he seemed intensely interested in these voices, so maybe he wants to listen to all of them.
Yeah, I'll be happy to listen to the tapes. I was figuring, Patrick could always, go off saying that he's searching for Frank and just look for the treasures.
Yeah, I can spare the battery for you to listen if you can take notes and sort of transcribe the topics that they talk about. I can hand you a notebook. So yeah, just you can. That's one of Frank's jobs. So yeah, you'd be doing me a real solid. So yeah, that'd be great. So
Would that be sensitivity or awareness?
Foresight.
Foresight. Oh, maybe.
I would allow sensitivity,
I'll do
or foresight. Actually, if you have sensitivity, you could do that too. So yeah, either foresight or sensitivity to listen to the tapes and figure out what Frank was
I'll
saying.
do it with sensitivity then.
Okay, all right. So you're doing that. That'll take you hours. Patchy, you're scavenging again. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I do that, can I ask Hangry a question?
Yeah, sure.
You found the computer before, yeah?
Yeah.
At the brewery.
Yeah.
Brewery, yeah.
Is it possible we could get a Ubik connection on that?
That would
It's
be a mechanics, or profession, like a technical skill.
And
Because if we did,
but-
we could tap a reference to give us some support here. But
You would have
I was just
to
thinking,
persuade Bob. None of you have Ubik devices, so you you'd have to
we
ask
don't have
Bob.
batteries.
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah.
You'd have to ask Bob for. Can I call a friend? Yeah.
Exactly. So okay, I'll just go to scavenge. Besides rations, is there anything you want me to look for?
You could scavenge for an item. You could scavenge to find Ubik glasses.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
That would be smart.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try scavenging to find our Ubix connection.
Yeah, or Ubik's or laptop. Yeah, you can find
Yeah,
a basic
laptops.
item as well as food.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay.
So
All right. So what are you doing in this segment of time, Hangry?
I'm searching once again for traces of Frank.
All right, that's awareness.
Yep.
All of you, give me those beautiful rolls. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Yeah.
Last Scribbler, I got the exact same roll. Mine's an 11 over 8.
unfortunate for me. 3 over 5.
13 over 8.
13 over 8. All right, so you don't find anything useful. That's your second scavenge check for the mansion. You have one left as night comes in. All right, so you figure out some things. Frank was definitely based on that and some guarded comments by Bob. Frank, you realize Bob may be a true believer in this shit, but he's also like a true believer who's getting paid to do it, so he's motivated to believe in it. But Frank's is 100% just an opportunist. He's a total mercenary, a con artist, and has been pushing Bob towards more and more monetization schemes for this ghost hunting shit, to charge people more, to talk to their loved ones, and to like rig shit. But Bob last night, or Frank last night, was really out of character. And you do get a sense that Frank picked up some information or probably knew more about, you realize Frank knew about the Lakeland house and knew about its reputation and knew a lot more than he was letting on about the Lakeland house. And something in these things clued Frank into going to someplace in the house. But you only have half the puzzle, right? You don't know about the Lakeland house. So you realize that Frank knew something and acted on it, and now he's not here. So you're very confident about that. But there's just a lot of cryptic comments. Like, this is a real weird radio transmission. Like these it's not quite responding to Bob's questions, but it's saying interesting things. Very cryptic comments about the darkness and finding and protecting protecting resources for the future, and keeping out the outsiders and things like that. And it goes over a lot of stuff. Like this there's might be something, but also Bob is like really surprised by this as well. Like this is way more, the ghosts here are way more talkative than they've ever been in his entire career. Like it's way more clear, way more talkative, and way more intelligible than any other previous ghost hunting he's ever been on. So, meanwhile, Hangry, you think to check the pool shed, and you find a grate that leads. You open up and you realize it leads to like some sort of underground passage, and you see Frank's ball cap down there. However, it is. Yeah, an underground passage that you didn't know about.
Well, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go and tell the others the good/bad news.
So you all reconvene shortly before dark.
Ross, could I actually spend a willpower to flip my roll?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna spend my one will on getting that Ubik. Hopefully,
You can have Ubik glasses or a laptop, either one. It's a base thing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the glasses because it just seems like a cheaper item, honestly. Something that they probably have.
Okay.
About equally expensive.
Yeah.
Upkeep on a laptop is 3, so.
That's true.
I mean, you can just sell it at the end of adventure. You don't have to like keep it forever. So the upkeep
Oh, no,
doesn't matter.
Okay, so it doesn't make a difference. So,
well, I mean, it's totally up to you. Like, I mean, there's advantages and disadvantages to either one. But yeah, you can get Ubik glasses. You can get any basic item, really. Any basic item that would make sense to be in a match. So.
Okay, so I'll take the laptop then, just because like we're probably not going to be using this in combat and stuff like that. It'll be a thing that we set aside and like use.
Yeah, it's hungry, so it basically has 5 charges. Yeah, you have that. So you all reconvene. You find this laptop that has a intact battery. You boot it up. You try Windows Copilot. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Oh wait, cannot connect to cloud server. Yeah.
Oh no.
So, yeah.
Use the Wi-Fi. We need to link up to the Ubik network.
Mm-hmm.
Well, team expo dump on everything I learned about Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he's not trustworthy. He seems to be. He's definitely on a treasure hunt, and I don't think he came at this with the right intentions to begin with.
Well, people need to eat. I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, him not including us is a bit of rude. Though I did see his ball cap down in an underground passage under the pool shed. So I think I found out where he's gone, and the fact that he's not back is a bit worrying.
Oh, that's
I'm not going down there without some lights and people. So.
Yeah, I think we should use this. And he points at the laptop. Contacts our friends in high places, and maybe call in some supply drops here.
Well,
okay.
Just info about Lakeside,
or that. I don't
know. Lakeland.
Yes.
Yeah. If you can make a research check or networking check or call. Yeah, if you fail that, you can call in a reference. But I mean, each one. Yeah. So yeah. Who wants to use it first?
I have networking as a skill.
Okay.
Does anybody else?
Do not.
Yeah, I got none of that stuff.
Okay, well, LFG info about
Lakeland.
Land.
Lake Lynn. Lake Lynn.
Lake Lynn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll send out a query.
Okay.
That's a crit fail.
Okay, well, I can't. I'm not gonna say the laptop blows up. That's too mean.
No, it's fine, Ross.
I'm not. I can't really. Yeah,
I mean, the dice have spoken, Ross.
Yeah. It's. It was a Christian summer camp for kids. Very wholesome place. or you could spend
Hey,
a
how-
reference.
I mean, yeah, I can. Is that all the only negative from the crit fail? Okay.
Yeah, you get totally bad information, which is
I know
this
who has
doesn't
good
look like a
information, but do I really want to call them?
yeah.
All right, I'll contact Divorcee, my fellow kind of like prepper, conspiracy theorist type dude.
Divorcee, I love him.
Yes.
All right.
Divorcee.
Hello, fellow Sigma Grind Center. How are you?
Yeah, it's me. I'm angry.
Yes.
I envelop my persona.
You're going your own way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, we're on a bit of a mission, you could say,
Uh-huh.
and we need some intel on
Yeah.
place where we're holding up.
Key to victory is preparation. Intelligence isn't part of that. Yeah. I hear
Yeah,
you,
but
brother.
we were given insufficient intel to begin with. So now we're looking.
Yeah. You weren't
at the
briefed?
site.
Like,
we were not briefed.
Oh God, terrible.
Yeah,
Who would do such a crime? Who would not brief?
It's about that mansion up in the mountains, not so far from Trabajo. It's Lake Lynn.
Oh yeah. Lakeland, the Lakeland family. They were a business family. They had been in the area, but in the last 10 years before, when Colorado legalized pot, they got into that, which also connected them to illegal drug operations because it turns out the Chinese mafia and lots of other triads and other organizations realized they could use the legal pot farms to grow additional pot to then export to illegal markets. So they made incredible amounts of money, and but they were the they were the local citizens that were business partners to the triads that did all the dirty stuff, and very symbiotic relationship. That place in particular, I do know that the company that built it burned to the ground shortly after the mansion was completed, and the owner of the company committed suicide. That was clearly a hit, and all the other people disappeared that worked on it. Lakeland, what was it? Rosalind Lakeland was the matriarch of the family. And she was a real girl boss, by murdering her rivals. But yeah, her thing is she was a big goth. She was really she financed productions of Edgar Allan Poe stories in the local theaters as a patron of the arts. And there's rumors that she had all these gothic, a Mask of Red Death party at her house. She was into some real weird shit up there. So there's a lot of rumors of like murders and disappearances and people going up there and never being seen again, and that kind of thing. And that's and like she even also invested in telecom shit. She would have like so they could have their own communications networks that were unmonitored by the feds. So yeah, real weird shit up there.
All right. As usual, I owe you one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could get me a bounty's worth of protein powder.
I'll get on that once we get back.
I hear you, brother. Yeah, don't be a beta cuck by avoiding your debts. You got to pay them off to be a man.
Yeah.
All right.
See you.
All right.
All right. I hate the guy.
What a lively fellow.
You could have picked anybody, but yeah, no, I love it. Great role playing. Yeah. So you got that information. So that's one charge off the laptop.
All right. Anybody else got something they want to check while the laptop?
I mean, I don't have any research skills, so
you can just tap a reference.
All right.
Succeed at something. So yeah, if you want to know, like, if you want information, yeah, this is the time to get information. Yeah. No.
I mean, we know like what more to ask for now. Like, Did anybody escape the purge of whatever construction company was?
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Did anybody know more about the telecom shit? Did
Mhm.
anybody have some criminal contacts with this Rosalind Lakeland, who maybe knew what she was up to?
I mean, I've had maybe give it a roll. Apache, would Apache's criminality maybe help out here more than my lack of my one reference?
I mean, again, you don't have to like. If you just want to know information, you can just tap your reference.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
tap a reference.
Okay.
Patchy knows some unscrupulous fellas that he does his little back deals with, and
Mhm.
he contacts
Drone punk.
yeah, Drone Punk.
Yeah.
He probably knows some stuff about this
Oh sure.
this
Yeah. Yeah.
telecom stuff or whatever. So you
Yeah,
guys,
yeah, whatever you want to know. Drone Punk will have the answer. He'll succeed. So yeah, Drone Punk is there. He's like, hey, shiver me timbers.
it's the pirate of the digital world.
Yeah.
My friend Drone Punk, how you doing?
Yeah, busy as always. You know, you need supplies ferry to you. You're like, what's up?
Oh, I could really use some supplies, but right now I need some information if you have it.
Sure.
I'm gonna kind of relay him about the telecommy thing. I'll probably have the others kind of get into the
Oh yeah.
technical part of it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So he has you do some things on the laptop, so you can sort of like intercept some of the signals and like analyze them. Because like, holy shit, this is weird. Yeah. So yeah, that whole ghost hunting thing, like yeah, it was really popular before the crash because basically they were picking up random AM radio stations briefly and like fucking them up so they sound spooky and just signal noise as signal, right? Like interpreting noise as signal. But like after the crash, all the radio signals in the laws basically disappeared, right? Crystal clear, nothing for those stupid little things, those little ghost boxes to work, right? So if you're getting signals or like very faint signals, right? But there's this whole thing about like the crash caused a huge interest in spiritualism and talking to the dead because everybody lost family and yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of like after World War One, this whole happened too. It's really neat. Anyway, oh yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the signal that you're actually getting, someone's broadcasting a signal. That's what his little ghost box is picking up. Someone's broadcasting a weird signal at you, like really close by. It's sort of going 24/7. It's very localized. It's not even picked up far away. But yeah, their telecom system. It was like they set up antennas and shit like that so they could send encrypted radio signals. Narrow beam shit and all. Yeah, he starts techno babbling to you. But the long of it short of it is there's some sort of weird, unique signal in the Lakeland Mansion area that Bob Fluxberg's little device is picking up. So yeah, someone's transmitting the signal near you.
Is it like a live signal or some sort of like continuing kind of thing, or is it?
I mean, I would have to get hours and hours of things I mean, it seems to be new. It doesn't seem to be on a loop, like it, judging for the little bit I captured. So
Oh,
yeah.
it's new. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, live transmissions. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Drone Punk. You keep being the pirate of the waves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't get killed over there. It sounds pretty cool.
I don't plan to die.
Well, no one does. Bye.
Actually, some people do. They're really fucked up, but they do.
Yeah, well, none of you are black math. It's fine. Yeah.
He hangs up and he goes, "Shit! I forgot to ask about the supplies."
Yep. Yeah. I mean, no,
Well,
you can ask for the supplies if you want, but that's gonna cost more.
That's amusing reference.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. What do y'all want to do now? Bob needs to go back to work. Yeah, he's a dedicated ghost hunter.
Yeah, he probably wasn't hovering over our shoulders.
No. He was editing. He had headphones on.
Mm-hmm.
Since this is our one moment, if I'd burn a reference, is there anything else we specifically want to know that we think would be helpful? before venturing into the tunnels.
Honestly,
Mm.
I'm the only one with a flashlight, so if you guys could.
I
Get
mean, if
yourself
somebody's
some-
set up here recently, who could that be? Who's quoting weird shit? It seems like one of the cults, if you ask me. But
Okay, yeah. I'll reach out to burn a reference to find out who's been looking into this area recently, or who's been showing an interest online, or
Okay.
put a group together for it.
Well, Scrimshaw's a local hunter, survivalist guy, who
Good guy.
yeah. So you can talk to him.
Okay, I'll reach
Alright.
out to him.
All right.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Watcher.
What ho, sir? We could use some information. We find ourselves at the Lakeland Castle.
Yep.
Some weird goings on here. Strange signals, some disappearances, a tunnel underground.
Yeah.
We needed some information.
You doing a closure job up there?
No, not exactly, but
Okay.
research job.
Oh yeah.
Well,
What was
what
left of the temps?
The temps.
Yeah,
Who were
take
the
a group. They went up there on a score, I think, and they never came back. I just assumed you found their bodies if you're up there talking. You're inside the mansion,
Yes, currently we find ourselves.
so you know the temps. You know what they look like. That was none of the 12 casualties you fought.
We didn't. They weren't in the house when we cleared them out.
Huh. That's weird. Well, they never came home. I stay clear of that place. Yeah, the animals give that place a pretty wide berth, honestly. It's the damnedest thing. Even other casualties do.
It
I
has
saw.
been surprisingly quiet since we arrived.
Yeah. It's got a. I thought about setting up in there for a while ago, but birds don't fly over it. I saw a bear look at it from a distance and just turn around. Like they don't go near that place.
It's mildly reassuring for reasons you won't understand. We've cleared out this house. If you do want to use it as a base after we leave, you're welcome to it. It's a little unnerving here.
Oh, you secured it? Nothing bad's happened since?
Well, as I
we
said,
did
we're
mention
missing
disappearance, didn't we?
Did you
missing an
mention?
employee.
Yeah,
Oh.
he mentioned
Yeah, I did mention.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, what happened to that guy?
We think he found a tunnel and left down there and hasn't come back.
Ghost
We haven't
took
come back.
him.
Huh. Yeah, you let
so
me know if you make it back. Give me a call back. I'm pretty keen to find out what's happened, what's going on down there. But I don't think I'm gonna go set up shop in there. It sounds, I don't know, something's wrong about that place. I've never been able to place it. I'd say it's haunted, but I don't believe in that shit. Yeah.
I appreciate your insight, Scrimshaw. I'll toss a coin to you later.
All right.
Toss a coin to your Scrimshaw.
Mm-hmm.
What a nice guy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no one set up shop there. A taker group went in there and disappeared, and
So
Yeah.
whoever's put this up has done it recently and anonymously.
You said I know the temps.
yeah, you've seen them before. They've come to Trabajo. Yeah.
It could have been the temps who set it up.
They were a taker group. They were like all office workers that worked together. So their gimmick was wearing office clothing because that was easy to get because that shit, it's not great for the outdoors, but branding.
And
yeah.
there's a lot of it.
That was that was last year. That was like 8 months ago, like back in the fall and spring now. So 6 to 8 months ago. And yeah, so they didn't report back. No one heard about them when they got there. Yeah.
I just want to confirm if I had seen them before, Frank didn't look like one of them, right?
No.
Okay.
You know the temps. You know what they look like. Frank was not a temp.
It sounds like something is
Got
happening
him.
down in that lower area that you found. Probably a bunker. But perhaps our taker group found whatever signal devices down there and it was trying to SOS. But why would they make such a cryptic message?
Well, I mean, the way I see it, the
Well,
temps
you also have no idea how long this signal's been going on. Like, there's no proof of how long it's been going. Just so you know.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
The temps were a relatively handy band. I worry that there's either something in those tunnels that killed them, or they're currently set up in the tunnels protecting something of value.
For 8 months, they would have to come back. They have family. They have people they knew.
Mhm.
No animals means no one to hunt for rations. How are they surviving?
I've vague recollections about electromagnetic stuff keeping away animals. So maybe that's what this place is doing.
I don't know. I just know ghosts. Animals don't like ghosts.
I'm gonna go with the electromagnetic theory.
No, go with the
Uh,
ghosts.
Yes, we both have our beliefs, which we may strongly hold and which may or may not be right. All right. Shall
So-
we go down the tunnel and tell Bob that we're going down the tunnel so that if we disappear and never come back up, he can go back down and say that the ghosts got us?
Yeah. But before
mean,
we go, I
You
should
might want
probably.
to come down and research it with us. We might want to go down as a group.
So yeah, you tell Bob, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll go with you."
Okay. Our
Yeah.
paycheck is coming.
I'm
with
not
us.
staying
Thank
up
you.
in this mansion by myself. You three.
That's
I mean,
Are
we
you
fair.
secured the
kidding?
mansion. It should be safe.
Yeah. Well, what happened to Frank? You haven't found Frank yet.
Found his cap.
That's worse.
Yes, I know.
He
but-
called it his lucky cap.
Oh.
Yeah.
My
Let's go and see if we can give it back to him in whatever state.
All
he's
right.
in.
Well,
So-
hold on. I need to ease
And
the
look, I
restroom.
found
We'll
his
be right
lucky
back.
left foot.
I'll spit back, I guess. Before we go, do you guys want me to make one last scavenge check to try and find you guys some flashlights?
I'm down
That
with
would
that. I
be
mean,
a good
I
one.
also well, we're only
Technically,
allowed.
the laptop can double as a flashlight, but you can't really wield it as well.
Yeah.
Was that 3 as a group or 3 individually for the checks? Because like I also have
as a
scavenge.
group?
As a group, we have one
Okay,
left.
then you go for it because I would trust your roll over mine.
Yeah,
So-
I'm just wondering, should I go for that or rations? Like, what do we need? How are you guys in the ADP?
I mean,
Or refresh.
because of your taking a will point and giving me all the refresh, I'm fine.
All right.
I'm good to go.
I have 10 rations left, and then I'm gassed. But it is what it is.
What is the rules for gas again? I just
You have to spend a turn, and then you get your speed back, and I have 2 in speed.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's like a down period to get 2 charges of
Yeah,
rations.
so if I have a free ration, I'll have 20 rations versus 10 rations or whatever. But it doesn't really. I would rather have gear than more rations at this point.
Mhm.
We do have 1 gun, 2 guns technically if we count Bob because he has a silence pistol, but
I mean,
may not
If
want
he's
to
gonna
spend
use
a bullet.
that
I'm
guy's
back.
gonna use it to defend himself. Oh, welcome back.
And
Yes.
just so that you guys know, my gear is rope and climbers kit, camouflage netting, forest, machete, net which is spent on the horde in the brewery,
Mhm.
and a trank gun.
Okay.
I did not
Well-
prepare for the correct apocalypse.
You do not.
you
So
can trank Frank when we find him.
Yes. If I find anyone living, I can try tranking them.
all
So-
right. So Bob is ready to go with you. Yeah, what's your game plan?
I think since we don't know and we suspect there might be living people, or at least I suspect there might be living people down there, I
Mhm.
suggest I sneak ahead, like you do, and take point, while the rest come behind at a noise safe distance.
Before we
yeah.
go, I'd like to make one last scavenge check to at least find these guys some flashlights because I assume it's
we should
dark
have
down
more
there.
than one source
Yeah.
of
All
light.
right. Yeah. Give me a scavenge check.
All right, so this is gonna be a +2. Oh, that's a 9 over 1.
All right. Yeah. You find a flashlight.
All right, who wants the flashlight?
Give it to
Bob
Hanger.
does have a flashlight too. He will be. He has a little headlamp
I
and a
need my
flashlight. Yeah.
Hands free for a sword and crossbow.
Okay, so I guess I'll give it over to Hangry.
Alright.
Weird question. Can I make a scavenge check not for items per se, but to just like tear up enough carpet and insulation to make improvised armor for Bob to help him not die in the tunnel?
I mean, that would take a lot of time to do.
Oh, okay. I can't just duct tape carpet to him.
You don't have duct tape. You don't have a toolkit.
Damn.
I can give. Do you want me to give him my carpet gauntlets and greaves?
No, that's fine. You, we'll take that. I didn't want anybody to like put themselves at risk to save him.
Yeah.
But we aren't getting paid if he doesn't come back.
Okay.
It's true. He's not. But yeah, he's narrating, and he has his little spirit attunement system on, and it is. He insists that he has it on, so he can listen to the ghosts as you explore. So you head to the pool shed, I imagine, or are you going? Are you going to look for the in the basement to see if there's something you missed?
Ross keeps mentioning the basement.
I think we'll do the pool shed because that's where we know Frank went.
Okay. Yeah. So it's single file. It's a very narrow passage.
Yeah, and I'll take head with a flashlight and try not to, expose that somebody's coming with it.
Okay.
Trying to be swift and quiet.
Okay. Well, you can't be stealthy with Watcher, unless you go
that's
far
why I said
ahead.
I was going ahead.
Okay, so you go ahead. So give me a stealth check.
Yep. It is what it is. And it is a failure because market wins ties.
It is a narrow passage. It's hard to not scrape your equipment along the walls. And it leads further. It's like a winding tunnel leading down and down. So they had extensive underground passage room facilities built under this mansion. It is pitch black, and you can give me an awareness check.
All right. At least this is something I'm supposed to be good at. So 12 over 6.
Okay. So you do hear. Actually, you do notice something that as you go through this passage, it sort of terminates in a little alcove for pool infrastructure, in HVAC shit. But you notice a side wall that is actually a door, and you notice a thin trickle of blood or dried blood on the handle of this door.
Oh, God damn it.
Are you going to open the door?
Well, I am here to sneak ahead of the others, so yes.
Okay. So you do that, and it opens up into a large room, and there is even now an acrid chemical stench in the room. It has tile floor, a bathtub, and the corner of the room is filled with these 55-gallon drums. And there's some equipment on a table. And do you have criminality?
Yes, I do.
Roll criminality.
All right. I think I know what this is, though. Body disposal vat?
Yeah. Roll self-control.
Hello. I fail.
Okay, that's a trauma. Yeah.
One.
It is a body disposal chamber. And there are bodies in those good drums, and they cut people up and made them disappear. All of they were, there's industrial acids, but you're already pretty far ahead of the others. Are you going to keep going further? Or are you going to wait for them to catch up?
I'm going to listen to see if anybody's around because this is fresh, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Okay, it's old. Okay, phew.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll.
But it opens up into the left and the right. Like this is a whole underground area. So, so are you going to go up?
I'm going to go up and tell the others about what I found, and yeah.
All right. So, you tell the others you found. Bob turns his spirit attunement system on. And it starts, and it just. You just hear a click, and it just the stars. Do you know what lies between them? The distances are so vast. but they are not empty. Something lives in the darkness between the stars. It is here. Come and see. Come and see. And yeah, all of you give me self-control.
Oh, definitely. Let's see
Is
what
it a
we
voice
got.
we recognize?
No.
I'm okay.
I'm
Bob
alright.
looks scared. Bob failed his check. It's never. What is he? What is he talking about? He goes, never talk about anything like
Science
this.
fiction, it sounds like.
I see
Didn't I
you.
read this in a book somewhere?
I see you. I can see you.
Listen, Bob, if you're not feeling up to it, we can always come back. You can
We
always
have to go ahead. We have to see. This is proof. This is it. I've been searching my entire life for this. We have to go ahead.
Well, but if a casualty eats you before you get there.
Oh, it's not a casualty.
Well, I know it's not a casualty, but there might be a casualty in the way. So can I please go ahead and try?
Yes, go ahead. But we have to go ahead.
All right.
So,
yeah.
You all go down the tunnel. You all see the body disposal chamber. All of you, give me another self. Those of you who haven't seen it yet, give me self-control checks.
I did warn them.
Yeah, that's a no on my part.
Yeah, trauma.
Just one, or
Yeah, just one. It's old.
No,
But
self-control 1.
trauma's trauma.
Yeah, there's probably dead bodies in here, and the dead bodies mean casualties or something worse. Yeah.
But why? Why is there? Why would they have dead bodies down here? What's going on?
Mafia stuff. Don't question it. Doesn't really matter even. Most of these people who even did this are dead. So let's just forge on and let me sneak ahead, please.
Yes, please.
Left, right.
Yeah, left or right.
Be careful, Hangry. In places of mass death, I've run into issues before.
Yes.
So the signal, the voice on the device starts speaking louder. Like you can all tell the signal is so much stronger now that it's he Bob fiddles with it, but like it is just coming in. Like it is and he looks very it's taken over. None of the controls are responding. And the voice talks. To be born, to become aware, and then to die is so wrong. The stars are forever. The distances are so vast. It is so cruel to think and to be trapped. But you can be free. You can be. Yeah, it is. All of you give self-control checks.
I failed this one.
All right, it's another drama. This
Also
is
fail.
like Bob is getting visibly scared about this, but he can't like turn away. He's like, I think the signal's coming from the left. We have to go that way.
Actually, I was thinking to go the right way first. So let's just
Well, what are you
clear
gonna do?
the area first. I'll go right.
Okay.
I have a better idea. Why don't we just leave?
Dr. Fluxberg, I think you need to follow us.
Yes. No. Okay. Yeah. Lead the way. You can no longer do awareness checks. The voice is too loud. It is.
I mean, I was sneaking ahead.
Yeah, you can give me stealth. Give me stealth.
Yep. That's a fail.
Okay.
Actually, this one I'll flip with Will.
Okay. You do see. You almost step on something. The little white things, and you look down and you realize they're teeth. Like you almost stepped on a pile of human teeth. Just left in the hallway between these rooms.
I'll just roll my self-control. I make it.
Okay. You come to another room where there's like a huge cylinder of plastic wrap, like industrial size, and like it's like a package wrapping room. And there's also weights, and there's a row of like dusty radios on a charger that's obviously uncharged. It's very bare bones, and there's signs of violence. There's some impact markers from bullets, and there is dried blood, or dry. You're pretty sure it's dried blood. At this beer taker, you recognize dried blood. Yeah, something bad went here. But there is you shine the light around, and but you see it goes off to the left, leading down a hallway, and there's like a broken gun that's been like ripped apart, but you do see dusty footprints in the dust, recent footprints, and they're leading down that hallway.
I think Frank went this way,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll keep going.
Okay. And all of you head forward, and the voice begins to raise in volume. Raise in intensity. Sorry. Yeah. What do you want to do, Patchy?
I just want to understand what exactly are these like wrapping stations?
You can roll criminality.
Oh, I think I already figured it out in my head, but okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll anyway. I didn't make it. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah.
Patchy doesn't know.
All right.
I can see if I know.
Yeah.
I do.
You make your criminality?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. This is like where you would wrap up packages that you don't want drug dogs to sniff.
Yeah.
Or corpse sniffing dogs to sniff. Like, all kinds of things that you need wrapped up in tightly in plastic, and weighed at precise measurements. That kind of thing. So,
Henry, I'm not sure I want to know why you know what a corpse disposal and drug packing facility.
The internet used to have all manner of deep and dark places. That's all I'll say.
I will reassure myself that that's the answer.
So, Hangry, you're up front and you see a light up ahead. Like a reddish orange light.
Oh, God damn it.
At the room at the far end of the hall.
So there's a door slightly ajar, probably.
No, it's just there's no doors between these rooms. They're just like carved out rock.
Yeah, but that seems like an emergency light to me.
Yeah, it looks kind of. Something's off about it. You can't really tell from this distance.
Well, binoculars. If it's a straight hallway.
Okay, give me a self-control check.
Oh, I'll roll self-control.
Do you also have binoculars?
No, I would have crept back.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's a fail.
Okay. That's 2 trauma. Because there is a light that looks like a red emergency light, or like the light of like a radio or some sort of technical system. But then there's something wrong about it, something distorted, and you realize it's encased in like a fleshy, transparent bulb. And you can see that there's darker flesh wrapped around this light. So like some sort of machine that's wrapped in flesh. And you've never seen anything like that. And the voice is loud. It is practically shouting. It is, and to behold the infinite, to see beyond, you will know all. You will be all. Join me. And all of you can give me an awareness check.
All right. I make
11 over 3.
11 over 4.
Patchy can't hear it.
Patchy is just kind of confused. But those of you who make it, you could turn and you see another light coming from the room you just left, the body disposal room, a red and orange light. What you could just see it at the periphery, and it is coming. It is moving. It is bobbing up and down. Someone carrying a light. and it steps forward, and you involuntarily, or Bob looks at it, and he's wearing a helmet, so he shines a light on it, and all of you see it, or what used to be a person. The person has grown. Something has grown around him, like a massive, like reddish tumor has enveloped his back and his legs and part of his head. Part of him is still very human looking, but like there's a light coming out of the side of his head. Another fleshy bulb is there, and you can see there's wires coming out of it, as though he was holding like a radio backpack or some sort of large telecommunications device, and it's melded into him, and flesh is melded around, and black bile spills from his lips, and he smiles, and he doesn't say anything, but you can see the bulb, the fleshy bulb light blinks or sort of flickers in time to what the voice on the spirit attunement system is saying. And this is probably the time where you all need to make a this aberrant is fast, so all of you need to make a speed check to act before it.
Hello.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
This
that's
is
going to
adding
happen.
our base speed.
Yeah.
So is it just a D10 plus speed?
Well, it's a check, right? 2d10.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so that's an 8/3.
Okay.
Mine was a 10/9.
Okay. And Hangry?
For 5 under 10.
Okay. So Watcher and Patchy will go before it, and then we'll act after Hangry. So Watcher, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna step forward, put myself between the approaching light thing and our team, and try to shoot it with a crossbow while it's still at a distance.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call this the living signal, or the unliving signal. So you're attacking it?
Yes, I'm gonna aim for the light in a classic Nintendo.
All right, that is a called shot, precision roll.
Oh, I'll just try to shoot it. I'm not. It's just flavor wise, that is.
Well, that's there's game. When you say you want to do a called shot, I'll use the
well, remind me the rules of the called shot.
Precision, which means you can only spend. It's your skill. You can't overspend on it.
Okay,
well,
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Can't spend anyway.
I
think.
What weapon are you using for this?
Crossbow.
Oh yeah. Crossbows are always precision anyway. So I think I don't know if there's like what the rule
precision
is
on precision. I don't think that matters, but
I feel like it's more that it's just the ideal weapon for the job.
Yeah, that could also be it.
All right, but anyway, roll crossbow or whatever you use for crossbow. Yeah.
+2. No.
All right, crossbow bolt
3 under 8.
I also hesitate to ask, but self-control check?
Everyone needs to make self-control check. This is a fucking aberrant you've never heard of before.
Oh, thank goodness. I made it.
Mm-hmm.
Also succeed.
9/9 ties good to the market.
9/9, that's a crit failure. Is that a
no?
Adjusted. Okay.
Adjusted.
All right, that's 2 trauma. So you are scared by this thing. Let me know if you hit a breaking point. Bob fails his. Yeah,
I was gonna say I started detached. So
Bob is not doing well.
Yeah,
Bob is not doing well right now.
No, Bob is terrified. Bob is helpless right now. He is frozen in terror. So Patchy, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? Are we on can you describe the room again?
This is the wrapping room. So there's tables and plastic wrap. There's a shelf at the far end of the room behind all of you that has radios and other equipment and scales. And there are 2 exits out. Well, there's actually 3 exits out. You realize there's one one leading a slightly gentle upward slope, leading probably to the basement somewhere. If you could find the hidden entrance, there's a tunnel leading further into the facility, where there's a fleshy light, glowing stationary light, and the thing, the unliving signal, is blocking the way you came into this place. It's blocking the way into the body disposal room, so
So it's stuck between a blob and another hard blob.
mhm.
As a fast aberrant, does that mean it's physically fast? Like if I run, it's gonna catch up with us?
It's definitely moving, like, not quite vector speed, but definitely like fast human speed. Like,
Okay.
it's running into you. It is going to definitely.
Is it wearing the clothes of Frank?
No, it is not wearing clothes. Like, yeah.
Okay.
This thing seems older than the rest. Shit. I'm probably gonna call out, run, run, and I'm gonna try and
So there's
hold him
2
back.
ways out: towards the red light or towards the way Frank came from.
So I'm not making that decision. For that. Everyone else can make that decision. I'm gonna try to hold it at bay.
Okay, so you're attacking it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my handgun to try and shoot it.
Okay, yeah.
So that's. I'm not gonna spend any extra on this.
Okay.
I don't know what the effect is at this point.
Yeah.
No, that's a failure.
All right.
No action.
Weirdly enough, your shot goes wide as your hands are shaking. So yeah, it is going to lay into the one of you. So I'll just roll a d6 or a 1d3, and Watcher's 1, Patchy's 2, and Angry's 3. So you're all about equidistant from it. So
I guess Watcher stepped in the way of Bob.
all right, so it's Patchy. You shot at it, so it knows what a gun
Makes
is.
no sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So spend a twitch to dodge, or it is going to grab onto you.
What's a twitch? Just a.
The twitch in red markets, you have 2
dodge
actions per round: your tactic and your twitch. Your tactic is your
Gotcha.
standard action, and your twitch is your defensive action. You can give up your twitch to do some things, but you lose your ability to dodge.
This seems like a dodge situation.
Yeah. So it's athletics.
So the athletics is a +2. So +2 to this roll. That's 12 out of 7.
All right. So it moves at you. Its right arm is far more monstrous than its left arm, so it leads with that. And it brushes by you, and you can see wires coming out of its fingers. But they are wrapped in fleshy tendrils, and they're whipping around like fucking something alive that wants to touch you.
Yeah.
And so its reach is a lot longer than you would think. It can hit. Yeah.
It wants
but
me
you
to become one.
Well, you use the tables to get between it and the thing, and so yeah, now it is in the middle of the room. It will get an action. It gets 2 actions around, so it will act after Hangry again. So keep that in mind, Hangry. But you can act now. Yeah.
I have no idea what this thing is or whether it's even vulnerable to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll shoot it with a trank gun.
Okay. Yeah, roll shooting.
That is a failure regardless. So hey.
Okay, well, it wasn't
really
a crit
matter.
failure, so you don't hit one of your comrades or Bob, so you got that going for you. All right, so it's going to attack again, and it will. Let's see, it is going to go after. I'll do 1d2. It's going to spread the love around. So 1, it'll go after Watcher. So Watcher, you need to avoid its grab. So roll Twitch or athletics to dodge out of the way.
6.
That's
and a
crit
critical success.
Wow, nice.
Okay. With a crit success, you can refund your rations.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. All right. You get your rations back, whatever you spent on that.
I'm invigorated by this.
Yeah. Adrenaline's kicking in. You're very efficient with it. Your dodge, you just kind of move out of the way slightly. So yeah. And Bob is frozen in terror.
And dodging rations, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Definitely. So new round. It's a swirling melee of flashlights, looking around, and in a otherwise totally dark chamber. Well, no, not totally dark, because it has a little light in its head. And yeah, the Watcher, you can go again.
All right. Given the quick draw nature of my crossbow, I picture it as like on a strap. So twitch to drop that and switch to my sword.
Okay.
And then go after the tentacles that are attacking Patchy.
Okay, you will lose your ability to defend yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Signed up.
Are
Well, I
you
was
doing
gonna
a
have to
call shot, or
reload
are you
anyway.
are you just trying to hit it anywhere?
I'm just trying to hit it.
All right, yeah. Roll attack.
And I will spend 2 rations extra. Yeah. Oh wow, yeah.
So that was your roll to attack?
Yeah, so that's a 14 over 3.
Okay, 14 over 3. And
Wait, so weird question. Do I get the +1 against casualties as a fenceman on this?
yes.
Okay, then 15 over 3.
Okay. So roll again for hit location damage. It'll be 2d10. Just hit location 2. Fuck your leg. You cut it in the leg. Do you have any bonus damage on the sword?
No.
Okay. 1 damage. 2 hit location 2. All right, you cut the leg. Good job. Then Patchy.
I'm looking around. No one's made a break for it yet.
Bob is frozen in terror. He'll be frozen in terror for another round. And yeah, the Watcher just took a swing at it.
I'm trying to save you.
Forget about that. Run!
I will say it's moved into the middle of the room, so you could try and go back the way you came. It's no longer blocking the doorway.
I'm not going to be the guy who decides where we go. So I'm literally just waiting for someone else to make the decision.
What are you doing now? You can't tell me.
I'm going to hit him. I'm going to hit him.
All right. Make an attack roll.
I am going to refresh my rations. So,
okay. Yeah.
Yep, so I'm back up to 10. And I'm going to attack it with my sword.
What'd you have in your hand last round? The pistol?
Yeah, I guess I dropped the pistol. It's empty.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can do that. You will lose your twitch though.
Oh, is there a way to do it without losing my twitch?
I don't think swords have a quick draw thing. So
no, even if I didn't take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I cycle my weapons.
Yep. All right, it's going to attack, and it goes after Watcher because Watcher hit it, so it's just going to hit you. So hit location then damage. Let's see here. Hit location 9. That's the torso. For 2 killing and 2 stun. And your armor, it's grabbed onto your armor. It does not. The little wiry things grab onto you and starts pulling you closer. So.
But it can use as armor for what it's supposed to be for, right?
Yeah. You can convert that into stun. But it is caught you. So someone would have to. You can make a precision roll next round to try and sever the tentacles, or someone else can. But that's definitely a precision roll. But it is yanking you towards it, and it opens its mouth, and you can hear the spirit box. Join us. See the void. Be the void. Join us. Yeah, it is. It is screaming, and then it starts like screaming in some language you've never heard of before, and yeah. So hangry. Give me another self-control check for Trava because it grabbed onto you. Watcher.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to get into the.
Right.
No failure.
That's another trauma. And yeah,
one more and I crack.
Okay. So yeah, hangry is your action. What do you want to do?
God.
Dude, run. We need a solution. We can't fight this thing.
I'm gonna try to free Watcher.
Okay. With a machete?
I guess, but again, the whole drawing thing means I have to spend a turn to.
Unless you want to give up your twitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me think. There's no way I can sever with the gun I have. So is there any way I can drag him free? With athletics?
Yeah, that would be resistance.
I can do resistance.
Okay.
So I'll spend 5 and let's go. And that helps. That
Oh,
actually
boy.
helps.
All right.
I just
It's a good-
leap forward, grab a hold of Watcher's shoulder, and drag him backwards so that we can tear the wires free from him.
Mm-hmm. You
Give
do
him a
another,
total
yeah.
of-
You tear the tentacles off of him, and you pull him free. It screeches out, and it is going to, yeah, it gets another action. So, let's see here. Do any of you have a twitch left?
I have a
I
Twitch
do.
left.
Yeah, if you want to, you could bait the attack from it, because your friends are definitely going to get nailed by this thing. If you don't,
Up to you,
Patchy.
Patchy. With
Oh, yeah. I'll bait the attack. What do I have to do
All
to
right.
bait it?
It's a successful athletics roll.
Okay, let's do it.
You're just getting between it. You're just stepping in front of it to draw its attention.
Okay.
So
let's
it
go.
lashes out at you instead of them. Yeah.
Yep, +2.
Mhm.
That's a failure. It goes to market.
All right. All right.
do you only have 1 in athletics?
I have a 2 in athletics, but it's a 4.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
didn't
but
spend any
had-
extra rations.
You said +2. You said you spent. Oh, you didn't spend any extra rations.
No, I didn't. I just spent.
Oh,
Base was.
do you want to spend a will?
How many? Well, it's gone.
Oh, you didn't
All
get
right.
any
Well,
back.
let's see
I
here.
thought you got one back a while ago.
I did. I
giving
spent
me-
it to get.
Oh,
To
okay.
give you the
Oh,
ration.
no.
Yep.
Oh no, Patchy.
Hit location 7 for 1 killing. It scrapes your chest. You don't have anything.
Oh no.
Yep. You take 1 killing.
Damn.
Yeah, and you feel yourself bleed on the chest.
Oh.
Yep.
That's bad.
Yeah, self-control check.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get infected from that.
Maybe.
So self-control is a +1. Should have probably boosted that up in a year. Yeah, I succeed.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're a
I'm not
pirate. You're a
fine.
hardy sword.
Yeah,
I'm probably infected.
we'll find. I mean, that's a roll that I make, so
Yeah,
we'll
exactly,
find
right?
out. So yeah, new round. Watcher, you're free from it. You got your sword in hand.
Yeah. Keep striking it. Well. So all right.
Run, you idiot! Run!
I mean, but if we run, then
Run!
there's no payoff.
We just tried to save you. Run!
I mean, but
One
like,
of you is gonna have to grab Bob or convince him to snap out of it and run
This is
with
the
you.
round Bob
Fuck
was trying
Bob!
to snap out. You said.
Oh yeah, Bob. Yeah, Bob is looking around. He's a little more cogent now. Yeah, he'll follow your lead, whatever you do. So yeah, what are you
so
gonna
we're
do?
not going to try to fight this thing.
It's up to you.
If we're gonna, well, let's do it at a distance.
I'd like to remind you, I'm the only one with a handgun,
Yeah, that is true.
and it's
Didn't-
empty.
Didn't you just drop it too?
Yeah, it's on the
No,
floor.
I spent the turn cycling weapons.
Oh, right,
that's
yeah, you
right.
did.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, what do you want to do?
I mean, I want to stand and fight, but if the team wants to run, all right, I will. Kind of take their lead, put my sword away, and run and basically grab Bob on the way out.
Okay, yeah, give me athletics to do all that.
Okay, I will spend 2 additional. Oh wait, let me see. I will spend at least 2 additional. I'll spend 3 additional and then do a refresh after this.
Okay,
Or 4 additional.
sure, whatever.
There we go.
All right,
All right,
You
definitely
and
got
Bob are getting to the body disposal room, so you are booking out of there. Now the other passage is single file. So are you going to go first, or are you going to push Bob in front of you? So he's going first.
Trusting that my team's running behind me, I will run first so that Bob doesn't just get pushed into something.
Okay. All right, Patchy, you get to go before the creature does.
Okay. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. It's tagged me.
Mhm.
I'm either dead or I'm gonna be dead. So I'm just gonna keep attacking it to try and hold its attention.
Okay, yeah. Make an attack roll.
Okay. And since I have so much refresh now, I mean so many rations now because I refreshed, I'll add 2 to this roll.
Mhm.
That's a 15. No,
All right.
16.
Yeah, that succeeds. You hit it. Roll again for hit location and damage.
All right, let's do it to it.
Mhm.
It's a critical
Oh,
plus
that's
2.
damage. It's not a. They don't do critical for
Okay.
natural. So yeah.
true.
So that's 6 plus 3 levels of potent, so it's 9.
Okay, yeah. You nearly sever the left arm. Yeah, you strike deeply into it, and black blight spills out. None of it lands on you this round, but it does get to act. You can spend
Take
your
back
twitch.
what I said about your cat, Lily.
It is obviously going to lash out at you again. So
Yep.
mhm.
Yeah, let's dodge out of the way of this. Hopefully.
Mhm.
It's plus 2. Yeah, success.
All right, you do that. So, Hangry, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna run into the other room and grab something and toss it at the thing.
Well, first you have to run into the other room. So give me athletics.
Plus 2. And I make
Okay. You are in the other room. What are you looking for?
one of the caskets of caustic stuff.
Okay, give me a scavenge check to identify it.
I knew what the room was, right?
Yeah, but like this,
Okay.
everything's covered in dust, and you're in
I
a.
fail.
All right, yeah, you do not find it
Mm,
this round, so you're not able to do anything else.
Okay, well-
you're looking. You'll find it if you yeah, you'll find it sometime. You'll get to keep making scavenging checks. It's just you'll get a bonus next round. But yeah, it gets to attack again, and you're out of actions, Patchy. So it's just going to hit you.
Yep.
So that's hit location 4. That is your other leg,
Wow.
and that is for 9. So its other arm, you cut into its arm, it lashes out, and with its other arm, it just your sword is up high, so it goes low. It is an intelligent fighter, and you just feel this incredible pain crash into your leg, multiple cuts, and you feel things spilling into your wounds. So that is 9 killing to hit location 4. The light is flickering very intently at you. You feel a bit woozy. So the new round, let's see here. Watcher, you can just keep going forward. You don't have to roll. You're just escaping.
I mean, hearing Patchy's screams, I'll push Bob ahead of me and tell him run.
Well,
And
you
I'll
went in
turn around.
first. You went in first, so you have to like undo your progress and tell him to go on ahead.
Well, that's what I say. Like, can I just step out of his way? and
Yeah,
just go
yeah,
on
okay,
ahead?
yeah. So you have to spend the turn like as the two of you fit in as you decide to change.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. I have armor, carpet gauntlets and greaves, and this is a casualty, right?
It's an aberrant. I would say carpet armor does not protect against it. It has flesh.
It-
It has metallic, wiry tendrils
Okay,
that
understood.
pierce.
It has
Chainmail.
wires for
Yeah.
hands.
Just
Yeah.
checking.
It would Kevlar, basilisk, and chainmail would protect against it.
Of course.
But like carpet is just it's got wires in it.
Of course.
Sharp wires. It's an aberrant. Okay, it's the spooky guy.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Okay.
For being efficient with my tasks and twitches, can I reload my crossbow at least on this turn?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
You did put your sword away. Yeah. All right. So you'll load your crossbow and get back into the body disposal room this round, so you'll be able to get a shot at it next round. Assuming it stays, in that area. Yeah. Patchy, give me another attack roll.
Okay. And how do called shots work again?
Precision. No overspending.
No overspending? And okay, let's do it. I'm gonna try and attack its I guess its head. It's a zombie, right?
I mean, it's got a big fleshy bulb up there. It's literally got a light on there.
Exactly, right?
Yeah. All right.
Let's consume ourselves in the dark. Let's do it.
All right. Go for it.
Yeah. 1 point of that. My attack is a 3 plus 1 for Executioner's Edge.
Mhm.
It's plus 4. It's a 14/9.
All right. So you cut into in its head, and the fleshy bulb explodes like a grenade, covering you in a dark viscous liquid that
I'm
hits
so
all hit
dead.
locations on your body.
I'm
Oh
so
my
dead.
God. I'm so glad we scattered. I'm so glad we scattered.
For only one killing, but every single location takes a killing damage.
Yeah, that leg's gone.
Yeah, you fall to the leg. Roll 1d10 for how much damage you inflict on the head.
Okay. 1d10. So let's roll. I'm just gonna use the same thing and just use the first number, please. 10 damage.
Yes. All right, you kill it and you fall down, cover, and it just falls on you, or chunks of it do. Like, yeah. So it doesn't act, and
Does the voices on the radio stop, or do they keep going?
They do stop.
Oh God.
Patchy, no.
Yeah. So. Yeah, all of you give me a self-control check because Apache's in a bad way.
I'm okay with Patchy being a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. You told me to run.
All right, that's 2 trauma. That's 2 trauma. Fight, flight, or freeze.
Yep, I crack on that.
So you're just gonna stand there and shout recriminations at him? Why?
I don't like. I'm trying to figure out who I'm gonna fight. I'll do fight. Let's just see how that plays out.
You could just. Well,
don't make me trank you again.
2 ways. Well, no, fight is like.
I could blame Bob and just start trying to punch him in the face.
Okay, yeah. Well, I was thinking you gotta end it before he turns.
Yeah, exactly, right?
All right, yeah.
I mean, that's up to you. I'll let you choose, but you have to fight something or someone. So how does your rage at seeing this happen?
I'm going to say my rage manifests as me blaming Bob and being like, this is your fault, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Bob is speechless. Let's see here. Roll unarmed if you have it.
I do.
All right.
Oh, no, wait, I don't. Never mind.
All right, just roll.
I have melee.
You also have a
are you fucking
crossbow.
you don't I would say you're not going. Are you going to use your sword on
No.
God,
no. I'm not a murderer. Just 1d10?
Yeah, just 1d10. All right,
Nice.
you ineffectually flail at Bob. Bob takes off.
I mean, I am wearing plate armor. It probably is about as well.
Well, he was up ahead anyway, so you scream at Bob and start chasing after him. So you're just chasing after Bob until you get winded, essentially. You're screaming at him, you drop your sword, you're just in a blind rage chasing after your client. And
you son of a bitch.
Hangry, you're there with Patchy.
Hangry!
Well, it's time for the drama team to see what they can do.
Yeah.
Hangry, listen. Don't infect yourself.
If
the
you
leg is gone. The leg's gone, buddy.
No, it's not.
I've
seen worse. I've literally seen worse.
He's putting his hands out like he wants to choke you without touching you. The leg is gone.
Okay, I'm gonna trank you now.
Give me something to walk.
In fact,
finish the job.
Trank you now.
Yeah, Henry. Yeah, you can just track him.
I'm gonna trank him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna resist.
Yeah. You're out. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna start cleaning off, his worst wounds so that he doesn't bleed out and die.
Okay.
I've no idea if he's gonna not turn from all of this, but there is a chance.
Okay. Yeah. So
first aid.
Yeah, give me first aid check.
That's good.
Okay.
That's very good.
You begin dressing the wounds. You can see the blight, you can see it going in his veins. You can see the black veins.
Yeah, he's either immune or he's fucked, I'm gonna guess.
Oh yeah, he could be immune, couldn't you?
Yep.
That is a strength check, isn't it? Patchy, you have a strength 3. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a question for you before you make that roll.
Mhm.
Since I got everyone to get out of the way, and sacrifice myself to kind of protect everyone, could I get a will point?
Um,
From what? Do you have
You
a?
before I?
you before I soft spot.
If it's too
Yeah.
gamey, it's too gamey.
Yeah. Basically, you know what? I'll make this roll in the public. Basically, this aberrant is if that liquid in its fleshy bulb is its actual special trap, it automatically infects you. There's no roll for it. However, if you make a crit on your strength check, then you are immune. Otherwise, you are
So just
yeah. Otherwise, unless
evens.
Hangry, you don't have a thing of suppressant on you, do you?
No.
Patchy, do you have suppressant?
I did not.
All right. Well, if you
Lived
had
young.
immediately left to get suppressant, you might have gotten it in time, but to have it droned in. But yeah, this is all down to a crit check. Actually, Patchy, do you want to roll this strength check, or do you want me to?
I'll roll it for fun.
All right, be
I'm
captain
looking
of
for
your own
doubles,
fate.
so
Yeah.
doesn't matter who rolls at the end of the day.
Yeah. No,
Well, guys,
you need evens, 2 evens. Yeah.
I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there goes.
Nope.
All right. So, yeah, if you a regular blight check, you would have been fine. But yeah, it's an aberrant, and the fleshy bulb is its anti-melee defense. You did kill it. But yeah, you can see him starting to turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just roll my self-control check.
Yep.
Then. At least he's sedated, so I
Yeah.
know what's going on
Mm-hmm.
without him strangling me suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I think that's a failure, but let me double
Do you have
check.
self-control of 2 or higher?
I have a self-control of 1.
Okay,
But
that is a.
I have a will point left, so
All
I'll
right.
just flip that.
Yeah, you can just eat that detachment. Yeah, and not have to worry about it. So, yeah,
I don't think we're staying here anymore.
yeah. You leave.
I'm gonna do the thing, the needful, and then I'm gonna just I don't know. There's a light at the end of the corridor there, and I'm wondering if that doesn't need dealing with in some way. So can I take one of these barrels and just throw it down there and set fire to it as I run?
It's too far away for you to do that. You have to go. You'd have to roll the barrel into the room and see what it is.
Oh God.
So yeah, what are you gonna do?
Well, the good news is I can probably run away, so I'll do that.
Okay, give me that self-control check.
Yep.
What do you have a light source?
Yeah, I have a flashlight. And
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's right. All right. Yeah, that's 2. That's 3 trauma. Because this is God. You found Frank.
Okay.
Frank has been something's inserted like machinery and blight into him. It's like fucking blight surgical biomechanical grafts. He is on the floor, like you could tell the tumor's flesh is beginning to grow. Someone did this to him and is beginning to make him into one of a thing like the thing you just killed, or that Patchy just killed.
Oh, good. And it needs to die.
Yeah. You can kill it. But yeah, it is.
I crack, by the way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you kind of black out, and when you come to, you're on the surface again. There's black smoke coming out of the underground passage. Yeah, you're sure you got it.
And my lungs are probably not feeling great right now.
Oh no, everything about you hurts. You have a pounding migraine. You're dehydrated. Your muscles are screaming. Watcher, you were Bob is a fast guy, and yeah, he kind of just kept running. You realize he's just running in a straight line in a panic to get away from you, you're gonna have to like use leadership to like call him back, or he is going to die out in the woods.
All right. I will come to my senses and make a leadership check.
No, it's like, I'm sorry, I lost it. It's okay. Please don't.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. The pirate just stole my noble death.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so like a pirate. Let's be fair.
Do you have any will left?
Yeah, I have the one.
All right, you probably want to spend it.
Yep, that's what
All
I
right.
did. You flip it to 10.
He understands. You make a persuasive case that you just panicked because you've never seen that before. Bob understands. He is very scared and he would like to go back now.
Yes.
So all of you pack your shit and get the fuck out of there. And
I pack.
I just grab Watcher's shoulder when he gets back and shakes my hand and say, "It's done. It's dealt with."
Thank you. If we could get any of Patchy's stuff out before, I would use whatever haul's necessary to bring it all back for Greg.
It is gone. It is on fire. All of it down there.
I did not think I had the time to loot him properly, and it was all covered in this strangely virulent blight. So,
yeah.
I'm on the way home practicing a speech to give to Greg, the coworker.
So Bob keeps muttering to himself, and you can't help but hear it. But it's like, it was an intelligent voice. It wasn't just mindless. Who was that? Was that the person? Just transformed with the blight, but still intelligent? Or was it the blight?
Bob, if you start thinking,
was it the ghosts? Was it the ghosts?
Bob,
were they speaking to us?
Bob, I shake him.
Yeah.
If you start thinking too hard about this, you'll become like the doctors. I don't want that because I want to get paid by you for all of this bullshit. So stop thinking about it.
Yeah. He stops talking out loud, but you can tell he's still thinking about it. You get back, you get paid, you get a bigger paycheck. There's only 2 ways to split it now.
Yeah.
Pretty soon afterwards, Ubik is aflame with this. He had to monetize his trauma, so he could keep going. And so there's all kinds of rumors and legends spreading and theories spreading about this thing.
Just one of the many blog posts out there on the Ubik is, well, everyone, it happened again. Another fucking aberrant.
Pretty soon, as you're recovering in Jabaho, there's job listings start getting posted on the Lifeline forums of people wanting to go back to the Lakeland Manor to check it out.
Well, hopefully I burned it well enough that it's not going to be an issue because
you saw there were more rooms and tunnels in that area. You didn't check out the rest of the place. Yeah, you be sure you burned it all. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I probably.
There's
I would
pirate radio station.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So yeah,
I definitely tell Scrimshaw to avoid that place.
Oh yeah. People start reporting getting weird signals late at night out in that region. There is a pirate radio station.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is this how you create Candle Cove in Red Market?
It's just like ambient CCNT.
Who was speaking to you? Where did they come from? Was it the person? Was it the blight? Was it the thing that made the blight? Was it ghosts? No one knows. And you just have to live with that. And
anybody who doesn't want to become like the doctors probably shouldn't think too hard about it.
Well, that's something they'll definitely do. That is Spirit Attunement System. Just a good and normal.
Spirit successfully attuned.
That was cool. I really like that. I'm starting to realize why you were so giddy when we told you were playing 2 melee characters.
I was like, all right, cool. This is gonna be very fun. Yeah.
3 melee guys and with a monster that has a melee specific kill switch.
Yeah.
So
it works like an angler, right? It tries to lure you in with the radio signals to entice you, and then ambushes you in the dark. Like that's how it operates, and that's how it took out all of the temps. If it did the same thing to the temps, where are they?
Hit
I
the
do really
glory
like that.
point.
Like I picked up on the angler thing from the description of it, but I hadn't thought about it in the radio sense. It's nice that it works on multiple levels.
Yeah, it's also an aberrant that emits a radio signal. So how the fuck does it do that?
Yeah, well, the one good thing about this is we know that it needs a radio signal to act in the way that it does. So it needs tech to work with.
Yeah. Also, how they were purposefully making others of its kind. Like how the fuck did that work? How did the first one get made? How did any of this work? What the fuck is happening? Yeah.
Supernatural.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Don't
In
worry
terms of
about it.
background, just for the scenario, just out of interest, did Frank know about the tunnels, or did he just follow the radio message?
Oh no, he knew about the tunnels. He knew that there were
Okay.
murder. Yeah, if you made some more checks, if you went to the wine cellar, you could have found the proper entrance to it. You know,
There's a wine cellar.
I said there was a wine cellar when I described
You
it.
also said we investigated it, so I didn't think. More
Yeah,
of that.
well, you didn't look for hidden doors and walls. Like that's not
Yeah,
like.
Ross made it pretty clear something was going on with the basement. We
Yeah.
No, I
ignored
knew
it.
about the basement. I just thought we hadn't really explored it. And
No,
we
you
weren't
did
going
explore,
to
but you
explore it.
didn't. You're not like fine
we-
tooth coat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
difference between clearing a room and then looking
Yeah.
for hidden panels.
And
Yeah.
we failed our checks. Our,
Yeah, you're
our
not D&D
checks, so-
rogues. You're not like carefully checking for certain hidden doors and shit. You know, you're that doesn't come up too often. So yeah.
What's funny about this for me is that I had considered reworking Patchy to be an immune for this session, but I'll take too much work to redo.
Well, yeah, you could say
I'd
alternate
have-
universe
I'd have
Patchy.
saved that leg if you'd been.
No,
immune.
that guy's gone. Patchy's dead.
All right.
Patchy is
Yeah.
very dead.
He is very
Actually, he
dead,
might
yeah.
be wondering about as something else, but
Oh, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
he
blacked
might
out.
not be so dead. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Mercy
kind of
Patchy.
yeah. So, but yeah, like so last month, Maddie and I went to a hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, the Crescent Hotel, which is a historic building, and they have ghost hunting tours and stuff like that. So we got to see some of this ghost hunting stuff, and they really do have these like little spirit boxes, they call them. It scanned the radio bandwidth and you know, hear weird things from these little devices, and they ask questions. So that's how they do their little seances, and it's very and I was like, oh, how can I make this actually scary? It's like, oh yeah, I could do this, yeah. So that was the genesis of this.
No, I like it. I like the mix of the tech with the monster.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Is let's go fucking Tetsuo the Iron Man with this shit. Let's get weird.
It was so freaky. I loved it. I was like, as we were going down, I was like, oh no, we're falling into like this is Ross's attempt to mix Delta Green with red markets right now. We're gonna hit some sci-fi stuff.
Yeah. There's always been the current of cosmic horror with red markets. The blight is totally unexplainable, and violates the laws of thermodynamics, right? Like,
Yeah.
how zombies are just like they break the laws of nature. Like, how zombies should not be able to work, except like 28 days later zombies, because they starve to death, right? But like everything else makes no sense. Like, you can't have something animate for years and years without getting some kind of energy from something. So it's just spooky. So yeah, just want to make a little spooky thing.
So what was the deal with the forest?
There's just a
Hangry
fork.
and-
Oh, the second
Oh.
leg that you missed, there was a dead
Oh.
guy in a tree. Who had some loot, but the tree would have collapsed if you climbed it. So
Okay.
yeah, so that was the second leg. But you missed your awareness check, so you just walked under the guy without realizing.
Which was probably for the best, to be honest.
Yeah, because you would have, like, if you just tried to climb, which is the obvious thing, the tree couldn't support two people's weight, and you just would have fallen and taken damage unless you tried something to get off of him, get the loot off of him without climbing it yourself. So
I mean, I think
just-
every one of our rolls with rope failed. So
Yeah.
Hammond is really unlucky with this.
boy, yeah, you did have some bad rolls, which made this a little harder. But yeah, without the right weapons, that aberrant is very nasty in a tight corridor.
I'm amazed we managed to get it so that 3 of us was out of the room when the bulb blew.
Yeah,
Because that would have been so bad. That would have been
Anyone not, only the person actually striking the blow would have been automatically covered in it. Everyone else would have gotten a check to like avoid being hit with it. But yeah. Yeah.
Just for the sake of the lore, did we get anything off the computer?
Yeah, you did get it actually. There you got an extra fucking 20 3d10 bounty. Let me just roll that. You did get the recipe. You needed both parts, and you did do that. So yeah. You got 10 from the chemicals, and so you got 17 bounty from the recipes. So yeah.
We donate
Nice,
most
that's
of it to the Patchy Memorial Fund, which is Greg, the coworkers.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna need a new coworker anyway, so maybe he's next.
Greg kind of like when you guys walk into his room to do that stuff, like, huh? Patchy? That guy shows up every once in a while.
Okay.
Oh, I hate that guy. Why is it? What happened to him?
Oh, nothing.
Oh no. Poor Apache. Too good for this world. All right, cool. Yeah. Well, I had a blast with this, and yeah. And so next week I'm running Delta Green, and
Thanks for running it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for
Gladly
being patrons for the RPGR Patreon. Yeah. Sorry. You can't make it, Scribbly.
Yeah, sorry. I have Easter vacation and need to be with my mother.
Oh, well, I mean that's fine. Like it, yeah.
Yeah.
I do this for you. It's fine. But yeah. I don't know what I'll run next, but I know this year sometime I'm gonna start running playtests on here for my new game, but I need to get the rules a little better written out and do some more internal playtests first. So
You never need playtesters. You got a whole forum.
Oh yeah. No, there will be a time where I will need playtesters, but like I want to get the like half the rules are still in my head. I'm still like, should it be like this or should it be like that? Going back and forth. So yeah, there's a lot of work to do, but I'm making progress. But I think I'll do a zine edition of the game first, kind of like I did with Night Clerk. Oh yeah, I need to spend the rest of the day fucking stuffing envelopes for Night Clerk. So that'll be
congratulations.
Yay. And once I get everything mailed, I'll set it up on DriveThruRPG and itch.io and send it to backers. But there is a PDF you can get if you look in the backer kit updates. So which
I think I've downloaded it already, but I haven't read it yet.
Okay, yeah, well, it is there. All 13,000 words of it. So yay. All right, cool. Well, thank you all for playing. I'll be at Gen Con this year. I'll have more information about that. And we have lots of cool stuff. I will be posting the next After Hours, I think tomorrow. I've had it recorded for a bit. I just need to, upload it. So
awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Another level of meandering.
No, this would be part 2 of the Far West actual.
Oh, okay.
I do both every month. So Mega Dungeon will go on until we get bored of it, and then I'll come up with a new series.
It's amazing that they're actually running that.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. It's sort of like it's interesting because like running Far West made me realize that there's a whole discourse now about reviewing RPGs, which is what I do in Letter Narrative. And be like, oh, you have to play the game in order to review. It's like, well, but it doesn't really help because when you play a game, it's so variable. You're not playing with the same people on the same day, in the same mood. Like I've had great times playing shitty, bad games with my friends. That doesn't mean they're good games. So like running it is not necessary to review it because, it should be like the review should be like, should you bother to learn the game?
You kind of have to define heuristics just to okay, is this part of the game good for these things?
Yeah, I can make any game fun for my friends and I, pretty much. And
it's kind of like a good bad movie where like you can have fun with any movie in the right situation.
But yeah, like a movie you can watch in 2 hours, like an RPG, and it's also the same experience every time. Like a movie's always going to be the same 2 hours or whatever, right? But like an RPG, the same D&D session with like, even if you have 5 players and you swap out one player, it's a totally different experience. It's a different dynamic. If you play it on a different day, like someone's tired or more alert, or like, it's just, you never play the same game twice. Like it's so variable. It's a different thing. Video games are way more standardized. Anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent. I need to eat some lunch. All right.
Quick question, Ross. Are you still doing those like if someone has an idea for a game, kind of workshop things, or is that kind of in the back
Yeah,
burner now?
the consultations. I'll have some slots up next month.
Okay, thank you.
April.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I think it's April, September. I announced it, but next one is definitely April. We'll do one in April, and then maybe June, and then September or October. So I'm trying to do 3 more months this year. So I think I made in the first one. Yeah, but definitely next month. So
Gotcha. Go refill your rations, Ross.
yeah. Oh yeah, no shit. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Thanks all.
Bye.